Welcome in, everybody. Brandy Rupert, welcome to the membership chat level. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I hope you all had a great Wednesday. I hope it was peaceful. We're hanging out on my bed tonight. Because I'm just keeping it simple. Why the hell not, right? So we're going to start off with a vibe. It's just a general collective tonight. Nothing special. Nothing crazy. I was available all day for readings today, and it was pretty slow. So just as a reminder, you're more than welcome to reach out on one reading with me through the Hipsy link in my YouTube profile. You can also check that out through the description box below. Welcome in, Max. Welcome in, AOP. Emma. Brandy. Tiffany. Welcome in, Jade. And Aiden. And Jack. Shelly. Josh. Welcome in. And Julian. Hope you all had a great day today. So yes, take what resonates. Really? Oh, okay. So Spirit's saying that I'm going to go ahead and do a number 1 through 5. I'm going to do a Celtic cross. So keep your number to yourself. Okay? And yeah. Pick a number between 1 and 5, and hopefully that will be your message. Alright? Welcome in, Gigi. Keep your number to yourself. We don't need anybody knocking on your number. This is why I say, keep your number to yourself. I don't want to know your number. I don't want to know it in the chat. I don't want to know it in the comments. Keep your number to yourself. All you got to do is hit the like button to tap in. I don't want to know your number. That's your business. I just focus on the number at hand, and that way your message is your message. Nobody needs to know your business. That's how we keep private here in the chat. Okay? Because we've got some evil eye pieces of shit trying to hinder the live. So I rebuke it. I send it back to sender. Any evil eye intention. Any energy that we can utilize and transmute into prosperity will take it. But any ill intention can be sent back and bound to its sender. Let it haunt those motherfuckers. Rebuke, banish, do not consent, send it back. As above, so below, as within, so without, and so it is. Yeah, somebody's stressed out. Somebody's got migraines, worried, or they want you to be. And lawyers, court, paperwork. Somebody's got paperwork to do for court. So somebody's all stressed out that they've got legal problems. Interesting. I'm going to throw some Palo Santo on and get some burn in here. Right? Yes, space frog. Exactly. Great Spirit, guides, guards, protectors, angels, ancestors, divine, please guide me, and protect me during this channeling and during these messages. Please let only beautiful light energy in. By all means, tell us what we need to know, but keep the evil eye at bay and send it back to sender, please. We send it back, we banish it back to sender. We also bind them so that way it may haunt them. May they learn a very valuable lesson in minding their own fucking business. You can do that without the ingredients. You don't necessarily need ingredients, spirit or God specifically. Alright, Spirit, what else has we got to know? What else do we need to know? Yeah, we're talking about a karmic twin, maybe. Somebody's in legal problems because of what they've done behind closed doors. Somebody's salty and bitter and angry. What else? What's going on, Spirit? What do we need to know right now? This is the general message here first, and then I'm going to jump into the 1 through 5 messages. So keep your number to yourself. Keep it out of the chat. Keep it out of the comment section. Keep it to yourself. Whatever number you pick is your number. Yeah, somebody's feeling lost, depressed. They want to off themselves. They're feeling hopeless. It's either that or they want to feel that way. Not happening on my watch. You've stepped into your divine energy. Somebody's learning a very valuable lesson because you've ghosted them. You've distanced yourself. You've separated yourself from this particular energy, whoever this is. And they're very confused and perplexed as to how you're getting away and how you're releasing yourself and how you are disconnecting from them. Interesting, eh? And very well could have to come in with an apology, or they maybe want to come in with an apology. Maybe they're learning a very valuable lesson. This could be a feminine energy. They could be suffering in silence because of what they've done. But you're nurturing yourself. You might be keeping your feelings to yourself, unspoken desires, feelings, broken dreams. This could be them. Either way, flip it where it needs to go. Okay? But either way, you've released this narcissist or sociopath or psychopath, whatever, wherever they fall under, whatever the situation is. Yep, because they don't want to self-reflect. They have no choice now. They don't want to self-reflect. They don't want to look within. They don't want to answer questions that they've been, dwelling on for the longest time. They're not tapping into their talents. They're not, they don't care. They'd rather not look into it. They're not having no epiphanies. They'd rather sit and suffer within the victim mentality and be bitter about it. Yeah, you're coming out of isolation. You're no longer somebody's dirty little secret, sex fix, down the love affair. You don't want to be in that energy anymore. You're cutting it out once and all. And this particular person that wanted to be in that energy isn't really happy about it. And the fact that they are having to deal with legal issues now because of certain situations and certain actions they've taken. Fuck we care at this point. Welcome in, Saggy Goddess. So that's the general energy of tonight's readings. Somebody's having legal problems. You're disconnecting from these idiots. You're creating distance. You're no longer wanting to be their dirty little secret. You're coming out of isolation. And somebody's bitter and salty that all their bullshit and turmoil that they tried and chaos that they tried on you isn't working. Okay? They're perplexed at how it used to work with everybody else, but it's not working with you. And the reason why is because you're in your divine energy. Right? You're divinely guarded and protected, and they don't like that. Too fucking bad for them. Alright, so that's the overall energy tonight, guys and gals. So that overall energy could very well vibe with you. If it does, great. If it doesn't, then that's tonight's probably not going to be your message. Either way, nay or whatever the case may be, it is what it is. Alright? And maybe I'll go into that later. Just pick from my book instead of the cards tonight for the other ones. We'll see how it goes. Okay. So I'm going to look into the animal whispers because I didn't look into the animal whispers last night. I'm going to find out what the intuitive message is for the overall collective. And then I'm going to start into the Celtic Cross readings for you guys. Please understand that if you guys want a personal reading, they're available. You check out the description box and how to do that, or the link section, the Hipsy link. And there are readings available to you through that link, okay? They're relatively decently priced. And for a time, there's 75% off as a welcome bonus discount when you sign up with Hipsy. And you come on over for a one-on-one with me from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If I don't get a lot of hits this week, I will be changing the hours to a little later. So that way I have more time in the morning to go and get things done. I very well could be switching it from 1 to 5 instead of 11 to 5. Shortening the hours because I want a little bit of hours just before I go live every night. And again, I am going to start taking weekends off for myself to just kind of be in my own energy and be able to recuperate and take my spiritual bath and just be in my own energy. So yeah, that's what's going to be starting to happen. So you won't see me this weekend unless Spirit has a detrimental emergency message, okay? Taking the weekends off from going forward. So Spirit, what do we got going on for my collective? Collectively, as a intuitive animal message, what do the animals got to say? What do they need to divulge to my collective on a collective basis? What do we need to know right now? All right, somebody's downplaying your greatness. Somebody doesn't believe that you're as great as you are. Somebody's wanting you to feel less than. Somebody's trying to diminish who you are. Behind the scenes, they're talking shit about you. You could very well be feeling small, and you shouldn't be. You should be celebrating those little wins, whatever it might be. But either way, somebody's diminishing your character. They could be defaming your character. They could be talking shit on you. They're saying that you're intuitive. You don't have an intuition. That you're full of shit. That you're not a mystic. That you don't have any type of protection. This is their personal choice, you know, and this is maybe what they're saying about you, but they're not actually prepared as to what's coming for them. They've got a lot of karma coming in for them for trying to you and trying to downplay who you are. And I'm also getting from Spirit that there's some third-party haters that are like trying to sabotage you. They're coming into your chat talking shit when they shouldn't be. They have no business even bothering you. Some people say that you're on the wrong path, that you're not going in the right direction. Like, all these judgmental pieces of shit really need to sit the fuck down and learn things. Welcome in, Nancy and Stacy. What else going on? I'm really picking up that all these people that judgments on you, they're talking behind your back, they're calling themselves a Christian. They're calling themselves godly. And one of the things that is even stated in the Bible is don't be judging others, otherwise you shall be judged, right? So for them to turn around and judge you is blasphemy. And as far as them trying to be Christian, they're clearly following no Bible. They're nothing but a pile of shit as far as I'm concerned. They should be ashamed of themselves for trying to use God, religion, Christianity as their scapegoat, so that way they continue to do their bullshit to people. And that's a quick one-way ticket right to fucking hell, as far as I'm concerned. And this is why I don't proclaim to be Christian. This is why I follow the divine light and not the man-made God that they portrayed them to be. Yes, there's some validity to the Bible. Yes, there is some credibility to the Bible, but you must follow your heart rather than a man-made object. And one of those 10 commandments is do not worship any idols. And what did they do with Jesus? Jesus would be an idol. He was a man. He had a wife. He had children. He was a very enlightened human being. Quite possibly a starseed. And because of his enlightenment, he tried to change the world. And because he wanted to change the world, they pretty well sacrificed him. A Luciferian sacrifice, which is disgusting. Collective, you have a calling, and you're following that calling. You're on that path. As long as you stay focused, as long as you go and you are guided with your inner spirit and your inner intuition and the spirit around you, okay, the spirit of the divine, as long as you follow your intuition and your heart, you will always meet that mark. You will always set the bar to where it needs to be. Okay, you do have a higher calling, you do have an inner knowing, and you need to trust that. I get one more for the stack, please, Spirit. I'm going to do a 6 stack, Spirit. Let's do this. Can I get one more? Thank you. Yes, so you are having a rebirth into your higher calling. And, you know, people are trying to cut you off of that pathway. People are not happy with the fact that you're taking your personal choice on this and you're not listening to their well-meaning but wrong advice. Some of it's not well-meaning. Some of them are actually trying to hold you back on purpose. They're trying to hold you back. They're trying to disenfranchise you. They're trying to discredit you. They're trying to defame you. There's a lot of different energies here. Okay, so you really need to call on your spirit guides. You really need to listen to intuition and don't second guess yourself, because these people very well could be either coming in soon to gaslight you and tell you you're on the wrong path. They're trying to just disingenuine you by throwing people your way to make it not so enjoyable. Okay, and they will show up how they show up, what it is, but you will know and you will act accountable. You will act according to who these people are and how. Okay, you've been through a lot of enlightenment. You've been through a lot of dark night of the souls. You've been through a lot of healing, a lot of shadow work. You've dug deep into your subconscious. You've healed a lot of the pain and the trauma that you've been through. And you need to celebrate this. You need to give yourself a pat on the back to know that what you're doing is for the better, for the good. Not only of yourself, but the other people around you. Okay? Can I get the next row, please? Can I get the next row? Yeah. Somebody really doesn't have the information. We've got old soul here on its side. Somebody doesn't understand that you are an old soul. Somebody doesn't see that. They can't even wrap their head around what a soul is to begin with. So why should they be able to give any particular opinion when they don't even understand what they're talking about? Okay, this is the thing that pisses me off the most. People try to do what they can to thwart you and gaslight you and take you off of your pathway when they have no fucking clue as to what they're even talking about. People are talking and saying that you're into dark magic and you're into all this darkness when you're not even, you eat it for breakfast. The darkness fears you because of the truth that you speak. Okay, it's not even about the fact of the darkness. Okay, the darkness knows better than to fuck with you. And this is why all of the dark shit that they're trying to call on to cut you with is going back to them and haunting them. Okay? Because the darkness doesn't want anything to do with you. That's why. And everything that they're calling on is going back and say, what the fuck you think I'm gonna do? I'm not going after them. I know better than to even screw with them. Because word has it in the nether realms, you're not to be messed with. Because you have the divine light on your side. And people going to be either showing up right or they're going to be corrected. And they're going to sit the fuck down and learn something new. You're not playing games anymore, collective. You're done playing these stupid ass games that they're trying to throw at you. It's not working anymore. Mystic and personal choice. Yeah, you're guarded. You're guarded from the defamation. Okay? And you're making the personal choice to access this guidance that the divine has for you. Okay? They think that they're going to come in and screw you up when they don't even have any clue what they're even talking about. They're saying that you're making the personal choice to walk down the wrong pathway. It's like you're making the choice to walk down the left hand, is what they're saying, when you should be walking down the right hand. Who are they to tell you where you're going? Only you know where you're going. Only you know where your heart is telling you to go. Only your heart is guiding you in this. And spirit is guiding you in this. Your guides, guards, protectors are guiding you in this. Trust these guides, guards, and protectors. You trust your intuition because it saved your life. Okay? They're walking around because apparently you don't have the wisdom that it takes to be this person that you're trying to be. Apparently you don't have the wisdom. You don't have what it takes to step into this leader position. Right? And I get this feeling that these are people that thinking that they want to take your place, that they would know better. Right? And everybody has their own journey. Okay? Everybody has their own journey. And the thing is, with all of this, all right, is that just as they have their own journey, you have your own journey. Their journey is a different direction than your journey. For them to think that they could come in and live your life and survive what you've been through, they wouldn't last a week living your life from start to finish. They wouldn't last a week. Because they would have been hooked up on drugs. They would have been probably even in an insane asylum or put away in jail because of it. They don't have the ability to alchemize like you do. Okay, so your journey and your healing experience, your healing of your trauma, your shadow work, everything that you've done to alchemize all the pain and the suffering, okay, has brought you to this position, collective. It's brought you into your season of blessings and abundance. And it's coming. I guarantee you it's coming for you. And for them to think that you do not have the wisdom to step into what you're stepping into is beyond them. They have no idea. They can't even wrap their head around who you are anymore. They still think that you're the victim. Okay? They thinking that you're the victim. They thinking that you're a person that doesn't know what the hell they're talking about. When you know more than them at this point. Why? Because you're in tune. So for them to think that you're going down the wrong path and that you're not right for this this pathway and this journey, they have no judgment on your journey. They should focus on their own journey. They don't have any opinion on your journey. They should mind their own fucking business. We got clever. Okay? So despite the fact that they think you're going down the wrong pathway, they think that you're making the wrong decisions, okay? They don't think that you have the wisdom to particularly go down this path. And they think that you're going down the wrong path and, down the wrong, but you're following your calling, okay? And this is where they're thinking that they're clever or that you're clever. Flip it where it needs to go. But there's definitely a clever energy here. Okay, they thinking that you're tricking people by the sounds of it. But you're not. You're standing in your authenticity. Can I get the next card? Thank you. So higher calling, rebirth, a visionary. So you're walking through that door, collective. You're having that rebirth. You're stepping into your new season. You're stepping into your new pathway. You're stepping into your higher calling. Okay, very, very clever, very smart, very educated as to what you need to do. Okay? And you're following that pathway. You're trusting in that pathway. That it's going to bring you to go. What's the next? Oh. Yeah, you're protected. You're protected. You're guarded, you're guided, and you're protected. Specifically against this defamation about this dark magic that's being thrown at you. Okay, you're protected. You're divinely protected. You got nothing to worry about, collective. You just need to focus on. Somebody's saying that this is not supernatural. This is not any channeling. They're saying that this is bullshit. They're saying that you know, everything that you're doing, trying to discredit. They're trying to disenfranchise you with this, with their stupid ass opinions, thinking they know better. Okay, you are speaking from an authentic space. You are speaking from a place of authenticity, of love, of respect, of integrity, and they have no fucking clue. Okay? They have no clue. Welcome in, Whispers. Welcome in, Sarah. Welcome in, Ryan. What's going on? And something I'm getting, you're protected and you're guarded against this very, very stupid plan and plot against you. Okay? And they're not intuitive at all. And they're saying that you're not intuitive. They couldn't look within them because all they do is wear snorkel gear. They're not willing to put on the scuba gear. They're not willing to strap the tank on their back. They're not willing to go deep into their subconscious. They're too fucking cowardish to do that. Okay? They're too cowardice to even think about going deep into their subconscious. They're thinking that you're inventing things. You're inventing whatever you're putting out. And it's a spiritual guidance. This is why they thinking that there's no wisdom here, that you're just being clever and you know, you're tricking people into shit, when it's not the case. You listen to what Spirit has to say, and you're guided by that. You're open to the messages of your spirit guides. If you're just tuning in and you are you're just new here, check out the description box. It'll tell you what you need to know. Tonight is a 1 to 5 message. So message or your number to yourself. Then 1 to 5 messages will be up shortly. This currently right now is an overall collective message for everyone. And to get back into the reading, you're a visionary. Okay, you're going through a rebirth. You're doing your higher calling. People are trying to thwart you off your path. They're being very clever in the way that they're trying to remove you from your prosperity. They're inventing new plans and new ideas to come up against you. Very unwise by doing this because they're going to get some major flack. They're not listening to their intuition. However, Spirit wants you to know that you are guarded and you are guided against all this bullshit. Okay, against the defamation, against the dark magic. Okay, this is their own personal choice, and they're not going down the right path. They're going down a pathway of destruction because they're coming after you. Okay? Collective, you are made of magic, and people need to realize that. Welcome in, eh? Collective, you need to really, really realize and step into the infinite possibilities that are about to bless your life with abundance and prosperity and stability. Okay? You've got some major actions going to be partaking in your life very, very soon if they haven't already started. Okay? You very well could start to see this already manifest in your life. Okay, Spirit's giving me a wink saying that yes, you're going to be taken care of. Everything is going to step into line. Everything's going to fall into place for you. You just need to have faith and continue focusing on your manifestations and disregard all of the other bullshit and the distractions. These distractions are trying to pull you out and pull you down to a lower frequency. Okay? Work on your detachment skills. Okay? Detach from that what is distracting you. And focus on what you need to be focused on. Yeah. They're saying that there's no protection here. You do not have an intuition, and there's nothing supernatural about it. I think you're just talking out of your ass, is what Spirit's saying. This is how they're defaming your character. Some of them are watching right now and they're shook because I've just said that. Yeah, they don't want you singing either. And I have a feeling some of you are actually beautiful singers. You have beautiful voices. And they're jealous at the fact that you have a voice and that you can sing. And they don't want you singing. They don't want you speaking. They don't want you writing music. They don't want you being musical. They don't want you having any particular energy that way. Wow. All right, we're back on. What the hell? Hang on a second, guys. Okay, I'm back. I had to swap out. Somebody's screwing with my cords. They're being stupid. It's either that or they're turning off the access to my power. I don't know. Whatever. But you guys can hear me well? Welcome in. Welcome in, James. Drive safe, please. Welcome in, Cosmic. Yeah, I'm doing very good, James. Welcome, Colleen. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. You haven't missed anything really, just a collective message. If you want to go ahead and rewind and speed up a little bit, you can. And then by the time I get into the, put it up to maybe 2.0 or 1.5 and it's you up to par by the time I get into the 1 to 5 Celtic cross readings for you. So pick a number, leave it in your head, don't put it in the chat, keep it to yourself. I don't want to see it in the chat, I don't want to see it in the comment section. That's your number, okay? Keep it to yourself, keep it private. Welcome in, Shirley. Again, thank you so much for the donation the other day. It's greatly appreciated. So, somebody doesn't want you singing, somebody doesn't want you expressing yourself, but you're going to anyway, by the sounds of it. Yeah, despite it all, collective, you still have grace. Okay? You still have grace. And you need to continue to have grace. Let the haters hate, but don't let them change who you are. All right. What's the next message here, Spirit? What's the deal? Tell more. Tell me more. Tell me more. I'll take it. Yeah, you very well could be shining some light. And, yeah. You are peacock in your feathers. You are very vibrant. You're very beautiful. And people are jealous of that. And this is why they're trying to downplay you. They're trying to take away your abundance as well. They're trying to screw up your abundance. Everything that they're doing to come up against you and thwart you and disenfranchise you and discredit you and defame you is all being backed up on a list. The divine is watching it and they see everything. Right? For them to so-calledly believe in God and believe in all their spirits and all this bullshit and to think that the divine isn't watching them, the divine is the say-all of everything. And if they're going to come up against the divine automatically knows your intention before you even act out. Okay? And the divine is very much connected and in connection with karma and the balance of nature and the balance of magic. Okay? So whatever they're thinking that they're coming up against you with is only to either build up, challenge you to step into your power, to call your power back, and to really step into your pathway. So these people to sabotage you and take you out of that, they're only hurting themselves. Okay? They're only doing it to themselves. They have nobody to blame themselves. Okay? It's stupid. It's stupid for them to do because they're owning themselves. My hair is all natural tonight. All I've got is conditioner. The frizz reducer. That's it. I did a shampoo and a tonight. Tomorrow I'll probably just do a condition. Alright, what's the cap card for this message, Spirit? What is the cap card for this message? They don't want you to have good luck on your side, collective. The bad luck is on their side. So, they're about to fuck around and find out the hard way. They're lying on your name. Revealer of truth is in reverse. They're lying on your name. They're lying on you. They're lying about what you're about, who you are. They're lying in the worst way to defame your character. It's absolutely disgusting. Like, I don't want to come out on YouTube and say what they're saying because I'll get blocked out. That's how disgusting it is. And it's all because they're jealous and envious of where you're going with your life. Just sit down and start taking notes. Can I get the cap card, please, Spirit? Pretty please. Oh, okay. I'll shuffle this way then. Nick, thank you so much. You're going to have to hold off, buddy. But yes, most definitely, I will hook you up with a bit of a message. Any advice on my current situation, Taurus with a cap? You need to have patience. You literally have no patience left. Okay? That's what you need to deal with. You need to have patience. Spirit saying things will be shown to you. You don't have all the information to make a decision. So sit with what you do know and be honest with yourself to start with. Okay? And I'm only being told to say that because other people message too. Okay? If you don't know the full velocity of the situation, you don't take an action on it. Like, I'm picking up the Two of Swords in my head, and you're having to make a decision without all the information, all the knowledge that you need to make. And you're pretty well kind of aimlessly lost and being guided to make a decision. You're being pressured to make a decision, but you don't want to make a decision because you don't know all the information yet. And you're having to just make a decision without all the information and being blinded because you're being deceived. So you either sit with it and meditate on the information you do have to make that message, or you tap into the energies around you to find out what the situation is. A lot of the time, the people that are being deceiving and being deceptive to you, they're showing you who they are. They're showing what the situation is. But you're just not looking at it. You're choosing to give them the benefit out of the doubt. And that's on you. If you're going to continue to give them the benefit out of the doubt, that's on you. That's not on anybody else. Okay? So you need to make a choice. But you can't make that choice unless you sit with it. If you're not ready to make that choice, then don't make a choice that you're not ready to make. But mostly, be honest with yourself. Stop giving the benefit out of the doubt to people that would rather deceive you than tell you the truth and be transparent. Yeah, persevere. You just need to continue focusing on what you're focusing on. I'm picking up on the Three of Wands in my head too as well. So you're on the right path, despite what everybody thinks, despite their judgment, despite their defamation, despite all this bullshit of them trying to get you distracted and take you off of your path and bring you to a place of discord and lower frequency. Despite all that, you need to just continue moving forward. Don't allow their opinions to bother you. Don't allow their opinions to disenfranchise you or just distract you, whatever the case may be. Okay, do not let it pertain to who you are, what you are, where you're going, or you're getting there. It's none of their fucking business. And if people have any judgments, just tell them to sit the fuck down and stay the fuck out of your business and leave you alone. If you're going to make a mistake, you're going to make a mistake on your own path. Okay? You don't need their fucking dumbass commentary. Oh, well, you should do this, or you should do that, you should do this. You should watch out for that, you should watch out for this, blah, 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 blah. When you're inspired to go in a certain direction and they're telling you not to, fuck that. There's reasons why you're being inspired to do something, so do it. And the only reason why they're disenfranchising you and discrediting you and all this shit It's because you're on the right path and they're jealous the fact that you actually have guidance, that you're listening to your intuition, that you're listening to, and they don't have that option because they're so closed-minded, they're such a fuck muggle that they're not willing to look at it for their own. They can't even open up their freaking mouth, let alone their mind. And some you're supposed, they're supposed to be able to tell you all this shit, and no, no. Sometimes what's good for the goose is good for the gander, but sometimes it's not. It's really not. So yeah, I've got all my books back. To kind of give you a little bit of a look. I got my library back. So we're going to be doing some workshops pretty soon. I'm excited. Oh, and you see the painting out in the corner here? I made that. I painted. It's a sunset. It's a silhouette of dolphins in the sea, washing, going through the ocean. I am going to paint more. I'm going to be doing some painting on my live soon. I can't wait. I'm just waiting on getting some canvases, and maybe I'll do some channel painting. I'll paint and channel at the same time. It'll be a daytime thing. Maybe a nighttime thing, I don't know, but we'll figure it out. No, I'll pass on that. But yeah. There's lots in the works. I've got a whole list of different things. So, it's going to be good, I think. I'm just taking a little bit of a pit stop break here. And, yeah, I'm probably going to go and hit the washroom there for a minute. I got to clear out my sinus because my sinus is acting up. And, I'll be right back in a moment, my friend. Okay. Just give me a moment to get that going, and I'll be back. So if you're just jumping in, we're going to be doing a 1 through 5. So keep your number to yourself. Don't put it in the chat. Don't put it in the comments. And pick your number 1 through 5 for your Celtic Cross reading coming right up. I'll be right back. All right, gals. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for your patience. See, the thing is, when I first started this channel, I thought I was a little delusional with the messages that I was getting. Okay? And it got to the point where once I started speaking up on the messages that I was receiving, I found I wasn't so delusional after all. Okay? And that's the thing. Like, I know that I'm not the only one going through what I'm going through. And I know that the messages that I'm receiving aren't just for me. And since I've spoken up, since I've been speaking out about these said messages, things have been coming to me more frequently and more fluid. And I'm being to recognize and understand that some of these messages aren't just mine, they're for my collective. Okay? But once you step into your leadership, once you step into your divine calling, and once you step into what is meant for you, sky's the limit. Sky's the limit. So, once I get up and with the finances, I'm going to be stepping into my PS4 world again. If anybody's like a gamer and they want to see my Minecraft, I might do a live specifically for the Minecraft to show you my villa, to show you, you know, some different things that I've been working on that I put a lot of hours in. We might have a zombies night where I'm just chilling here playing video games, and you can watch me play zombies as I talk and stuff like that too. Channel some messages. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of different things, right? So there's a lot of different ways I'm going to mix it up, make it all go. It's going to be interesting. So it's not just going to be my mug that you're going to be looking at. I figure make it interesting, get creative. So, but I'm an OG video gamer, so like I'm into Super Mario and all that. I don't have a Super Mario Nintendo, but that's what I started with. Sega Genesis and Sonic. Yeah. I'm not really much into the new video games as much. The Black Ops 4 Zombies. Sometimes multiplayer when I'm angry. It's good anger management. So we're gonna figure it out. It's all good. I don't. It's an RPG game. I'm not really into the RPG games, but I'm into it. It sounds like it's pretty good. No, not really into GTA. I'm not into Grand Theft Auto. It doesn't suit my persona. It doesn't suit my energetic frequency. Um, Killing zombies does. I'm all for killing some zombies. For sure. But I'll look into it. Throw me a message there, listeners. Let me know in the DMs what the game is called. I'll look into it and I'll see. But if it takes a lot of money to get into, chances are I won't. If it's a big game like Final Fantasy, which I'm thinking that that's like similar to Final Fantasy, if that's the case, I'm not into Final Fantasy. I like the game, don't get me wrong. It's got some pretty cool graphics and stuff. I'm just not into it. Yeah. I'm more into multiplayer, and I like playing with the crew. So if you got a PS4, if you got Black Ops 3, if you got Black Ops 4, get in my DMs, because soon, once I get back on the multiplayer and all that, once I get that all up, we can get a crew together and play zombies. I think that would be fun, playing with my tribe. So let's get it. I think a lot of fun. All right, collective. Let's get into the 1 to 5s. Collective. Okay. Somebody doesn't want these messages coming out. Somebody wants to shut up. Because I can't even shuffle these cards. I've been shuffling cards for 30 years. Like, come on now. It's been longer than that. They don't want these messages coming out. All right, so I'm going to do clarifiers as well. Okay? I'm going to throw out the message here. I'm going to do clarifiers and then clarify the clarifiers for each one. So you're going to get the main message, you're going to get a secondary message and a third message to finalize what's going on. Okay? And I'll even throw some vibe cards in it too. So, if by chance you pick a number and then doesn't vibe with you, there's 4 other messages that you can choose from that vibes with you. So, you can either pick a number or just roll with it, the one that vibes with you. Okay? This is going to be as a confirm to what you already know to your situation. Okay? So, you're going to get some clarification on that situation. And if these messages do vibe with you and they very, very much resonate and you'd like to throw me a super chat or a super thanks, it'd be greatly appreciated. Super sticker. You can find that either in the chat or you can find that in the description area through the 3 little dots. And if you are hooked up to Hipsy and you'd like to throw me a tip over on Hipsy, you can do that too as well. We also have PayPal, so if you don't want to do it through Hipsy and you want to throw me a PayPal, you can throw me a PayPal for donation only. I do not get payments for readings through PayPal. They are strictly donation based. Now, mind you, if you do give me a really, really hefty donation, you can still get a reading. I'm not going to disenfranchise you by you can't get a reading, right? You can definitely get a reading. But I do readings video only. Okay, I'm not. The only other way that I do readings is through Hipsy. So that's the only non-video way to do my readings, because I have a spot where I can type messages, I have a spot where I can use my voice and record voice messages, and I have a spot where I can do video message. And I also have the live feature for the one-on-one for Hipsy as well. So, keep that in mind. Alright, let's go, let's get it. Alright, so number 1. We're going to start with number 1 reading. Spirit, guides, guards, protectors, ancestors, divine light, can you guide me through these Celtic Cross readings? Give me the best messages for my collective. We're starting with reading number 1. What is the current situation for reading number 1? We got the 10 of Swords coming out. What's crossing them at the time? We've got the 6 of Pentacles. So by cutting out these particular situations, I'm going to do a little bit at a time here. Okay, so then I get a clarification card for the 10 of Swords. Wow, okay. The Hangman. And we've got World, which is crossing. Alright, so what this is telling me right off the bat, okay, is that you're trying to cut out a cycle. You're trying to cut off a particular connection. You're trying to move forward. You're trying to raise. You're trying to step into a new timeline. You're trying to create balance for yourself. It's been very, very challenging to do so. You're definitely set on your perspective. You're holding patience. You're holding your perspective. You're not allowing anybody to come in and slight you. You've looked at it from all angles at this point. You know exactly what you're doing. You know exactly where you're going. You know exactly why you're going and doing what you're doing. So it's not like you're needing any type of guidance per se from any outside source. Okay? You're following your guides already and your intuition already, and you're not looking for outside opinions, okay, from the peanut gallery specifically. Now, because you're not looking outside opinions from other people, they're trying to create balance here. They're trying to, try to hold on to you. They're trying to say that you owe them something, whether it be an apology, whether it be money, whether it be energy. They say that you owe them something, right? And so they're trying to attach themselves to you by challenging you through experience, okay? And so your challenge is to step up into this new collaboration, step up into this new timeline, step up into this new fulfillment and celebration despite all of the bullshit and the drama. Okay? And the thing is with this is that you are set in your ways. You know exactly what you're doing. You know exactly where you're going, exactly how to get there. Okay? And you're cutting out the cycle. And some people don't like the fact that you're cutting out the cycle. They don't like the fact that you're actually stepping into a timeline and you're leaving them behind. Okay? What's in their mind space? What are they thinking about for number one? What do they need to focus on? What are they thinking about? What do they got in their head? What is their situation regarding that? All right, we got the Hermit. You're coming out of your comfort zone. You are coming out of an isolation period. Can I get the heart space, please? What's in their heart? What are they loving on? What is the situation with their heart space? We got the Seven of Swords. So you're being very strategic who you're letting allow in your heart space at this current moment. Can I get a clarification for this mind space, please? The Hermit reversed. Whoa. And the Ace of Acorns. Okay, in the reverse. Can I get the heart space, please? Thank you. Nine of Feathers. Okay, so Nine of Swords and the Seven of Swords clarification heart space, where we have the Hermit in the reverse and the Ace of Acorns or Ace of Wands in the mind space. So what this is telling me, collective, is that you're coming out of your comfort zone. You're coming out of a time of isolation. You might have just finished going through a dark night of the soul. You could have very well been alchemizing a lot of pain and trauma and turning that pain to power, which I'm very, very celebratory to you. This is a lot of work. This is a lot of, you went through a lot to get to where you are now and to empower yourself. And I think this has been your major challenge here with the Six of Pentacles on that side. You're having a hard time finding balance. You're having a hard time finding your footing and finding your foundation. Okay, it's been a huge challenge because of the fact that you're closing out cycles that no longer serve you and you're walking into this new life. Now, the situation here with the mind space and the fact that you're coming out of this dark night of the soul, you might be getting to know the new you. Okay, you might not really... You might have to take a step back for a moment and just kind of be in your new energy, okay? To get to know and familiarize yourself with this energy without all of these toxic connections, okay? You got to get alchemized in this new empowerment, okay? And I think this is what's really holding you back, and this is what's kind of got you stuck, all right? With the clarification, Ace of Acorns, you're having a hard time finding intention and confidence to move forward. Because you're almost kind of, I'm getting a picture of you wanting to look back and to be like, did I do the right thing? Did I make the decision? You made the right decision, okay? I'm not telling you otherwise, because sometimes when we cut out all the negativity and all the toxic and all the trauma, it gets extremely quiet. And because we're so used to the chaos, we're not used to being in the quiet and the peace and the tranquility. Okay, and that's the reason why we initially cut these connections off in the first place, is because of that, right? We don't want this negative around us anymore. So this is why we cut it out. But we're so used to being in the chaos, okay? Yes, the silence is very loud, okay? And it's very difficult to alchemize peace and quiet when all you've known is chaos. It's very different. So it's definitely a different frequency. It's definitely a quieter frequency. You don't really have a situation where um, you really have anybody to look to or to speak about or whatever. But all of these previous connections that you're cutting out, okay, they weren't very good advice to begin with, right? So now you're really having to really hone in on your guides, your guard protectors, your spirit guides, the divine spirit, okay, your angels. You're really having to really hone in on that energy. So taking some time out for yourself, acknowledging your feeling of how you feel in your body, okay, and do some meditation. And it's not necessarily about clearing your mind. It's about acknowledging this new energy. It's about alchemizing this new energy of peace and tranquility. And that, you know what, it's finally quiet. You finally have your own space. You finally have your own energy back. You've cut those cords. You've called your energy back. You've called your power back. Okay? Now you get to feel what it actually feels like within your own empowerment, and this is what's going to build over time. Okay? But you have to step into your warrior aspect and your healing aspect, your healer aspect of who you are, your archetype, and to step forward with that, with validity and courage and self-respect and integrity and authenticity. Okay? And this is where you step into that beautiful energy. Okay? This is your next step into the fact that, you know what, yes, I made the right decision. Yes, it's going to be a different energy. Yes, it's going to be weird, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to make sure that this is what I need to do. This is where I need to go. This is how it's working. Okay? So ultimately, with this, okay, in the mind space, you're really trying to alchemize, okay, did I make the right decision? You did. Okay? Now you're coming out of the night of the soul. You need to step into your warrior boots and continue moving forward. If you need to take a step back, okay, then take a step back and just be in your own and be okay with that. You can take a weekend off. You can take a week if you need to just alchemize and just be in the peace and just get to know what that feels like. Because this is the new you. This is the new beautiful energy that you're going to have around you. And if you're feeling empty, if you're feeling alone, call on the divine light to fill your cup. Call on yourself, filling your own cup, and nurture yourself, love yourself, have a spiritual bath, take yourself out to dinner, buy yourself flowers, go out to see a movie, go out for a hike, go out and get in your kayak, go do something that you love to do. Go out and enjoy your day. If I'm tanning, whatever that might be, go out and enjoy your time, even by yourself, okay? Over time, as you raise your frequency, you are going to attract new energy and new frequency in. So you're going to get new people coming into your life to fill those spaces that are now empty. So you may feel empty right now, but all those new spaces are filled with new connections, okay? And things are going to work out for you better than expected. But Spirit needs to allow you to get to know your new energy so that way you know your own energy compared to someone else's. Okay? And Spirit's giving you this alone and solitude time to get acquainted to this new you. All right? So utilize this time to put that and alchemize it and make it into something more empowering. Okay? Things are going to work out better than expected. All right? Now, in your heart space, the Seven of Swords, this is about you being very strategic about who you are allowing in your heart space. Okay? And this is very predominantly important. It should be a first priority. Okay? Don't be taking in on love bombing. Don't be taking in on people that say they want to be with you, but they just want your body. They want you to be their dirty little secret. They want to disrespect you and just take your energy. Be very strategic as to who you're allowing in your energy. Be very strategic as far as what their intention is. because they're going to show up and they're going to show you who they are. You need to believe that. You need to understand that. And then you need to act accordingly. And this is not settling for less. This is about no longer lowering your standards, okay? And lowering yourself in order to feel included. Because when you are in alignment with spirit, you've always been included, okay? And the fact is that you're connected to a higher frequency of spirit. So you're always protected, guided, guarded, and protected by the divine, okay? So you're not alone. So what might make you feel alone is just the fact that you've cut out toxic dead weight, and now you're in the process of alchemizing that energy, and you're having to be choosy as to who you allow into your energy now. Okay, because not everybody's going to be in your frequency, and you should not have to lower yourself in order to allow them in. Now, some of the people that we work with, we can still orb, we can still shield ourselves from these energies. We don't have to give them the time of day. We can be civil. We can do our work. We need to, converse with them in order to do our work. Fine. But we do not need to allow them in our energy. We don't have to be in that position where we're going to allow them to affect our reality anymore. Okay, that's where we shield ourselves from that. Okay, and if you're feeling that somebody's tug on your energy, you acknowledge it and you rebuke it, you banish it, you cut it, and you release it. Right then and there within your mind. Okay? So, with the clarification, we have the Nine of Feathers. So, this might take a lot of inner work to do, to be strategic, to really finalize what you want and what level you're at frequency wise. Okay, this very well could make it predominantly important that you are self-empowered, that you are making sure that you know the perspective of who you are and where you're going. Okay, so take out that time to be in your own solitude, to get to know your energy, to dig deep, and to cut out from the root of what no longer serves you, to finish up and clean house, so to speak, within your own subconscious and your emotions, in order to make room for this new beautiful beginning for you. Okay. So the Nine of Feathers, the Nine of Swords. Some people think that it's about being in jail and whatever else. This is my Dark Night of the Soul card. This is going deep into your subconscious and finally cleaning house and getting to the nitty gritty of your trauma and releasing that trauma and turning that pain to power. Okay, so some people think it's all about being all up in your being trapped. It's really not. Okay, the deeper you go, the better, the deeper, you can get at the roots, right? And you can rip those roots right out and clear out and finally have your little pond, your emotional pond, cleaned out and ready to rock. So that's the situation with that, okay? So it very well could take a little bit more of inner work, shadow work. So just take that into consideration. We have the Two of Swords on the bottom of the deck. It's popping out. Considering I said this earlier about the Two of Swords. Okay, so what are we letting go? What are we releasing? What are we walking away from for number one? I'll take it. So Knight of Swords. Okay. And the Nine of Swords is coming up. Okay, and what is the next 3 months? Or is that is 3 months. Okay. So the now to 3 months, we've got the Nine of Swords coming out. Okay. So this is your next, like these two readings, these like the reading and then the clarification is in cycle, like it's in sync right now. Okay. You might have had to let loose. You might have had to speak up. You might have had to speak your piece. It's either that or somebody might have been speaking their piece. They might be coming in with some sort of information that maybe made you cut them out. Maybe this is what initiated the Ten of Swords. Okay, somebody coming in. But there's some sort of information coming in with the Knight of Swords. This is something that you're letting go of. So this could very well be an air sign that you're letting go of, depending on the situation at hand here. Okay. But either way, there's the Knight of Swords that you're walking away from. and we're walking into the Nine of Swords. So this is you going back in and doing some more healing. So if you're in this abyss of finally cutting out and you're alchemizing, it's now time to go deep. You might have just been coming out of a dark night of the soul, out of your comfort zone, and now you're going back into another either hermit or you're going into another dark night of the soul because there's still healing to be done. Okay? It comes in waves. You go in, you come out, you go back in and you come back out, you go back in and you come back out. As you keep going through this wave, it gets easier and it gets more fluid and you'll even out eventually because there's not much to go down. The deeper you go, the more roots you pull out, the least you have to do. So this is where you put your warrior. This is where you go deep into your subconscious, really deal with a lot of childhood trauma to start with and work your way up. Okay, because everything that's floating at the top is usually susceptible and connected to all deeper shit that you haven't dealt with yet. All right, so if you want to take your time, you can deal with the shit at the top, but it's going to continue bubbling up. Okay, but eventually you're going to get pissed off, you're going to lose your patience, and you're going to go deep into your subconscious and deal with the trauma at hand, so that way you can rip it out by the roots and get it out of the pond altogether. Okay? So this is how you're going to alchemize your pain into power. All right? So keep that in mind. Can I get a clarification for the Knight of Swords, please? We got the Eight of Shells. It's something that you're having a hard time walking away from. But you need to have hope about end out this cycle because this is meaning transformation for you. The Nine of Swords. Okay, you need to have hope and you need to know that this is going to bring you healing and peace. Okay, you're going through a time of liberation and transition with this Nine of Swords. Okay, so this is very predominantly important going forward with this. All right, now the Eight of Shells in the reverse, this is somebody that's coming in and saying, yo, I don't want you to walk away from this. I don't want you to walk away from me. Okay, this is the feeling that it is. Like, I don't want you to cut this off. I don't want to say goodbye. Right? And now, after you left, now they're coming in to say, yo, I want to show up right now. I feel stupid for doing what I did. I shouldn't have did what I did. But it's too late. It's too late. They did what they did. And even if they want to come in and they don't want to, they finally want to actually, tell you the truth, it's too fucking late. They did the damage. Collective. They did the damage. They should have showed up right in the first place. They should have had integrity. They should have, they should have been authentic with you. They shouldn't have had a mountain. They shouldn't have been in this energy. They should have been able to be vulnerable with you because I get it. You were vulnerable with them. The thing is that when you're vulnerable with somebody, they need to be reciprocal with that vulnerability. And this is how you are actually able to heal together. Okay? Go into a union when you're in a relationship and somebody's vulnerable with you. Take that chance to be vulnerable with them. Okay? Because if you're just going to be there sitting there and being supportive to their vulnerability to try to help them step up, they need to be vulnerable with you just as much as vulnerable with them. So that way you guys can help each other and you guys can build each other up rather than it just being one-sided. Everybody needs to heal. Everybody's been through the karmic energy and everybody's trying to move into a more divine energy, whether they like it or not, whether they know it or not. Because everybody wants peace, love, and understanding in their life. But you can't get that unless you're vulnerable. You can't get that unless you open yourself up to the possibility of healing. And some are too fucking cowardice to even do that. And that's what their problem is. And that's what's keeping us in this chaos. That's what's keeping us in this energy that doesn't need to be here. Okay? Because they don't want to heal. They don't want to dig deep. They don't want to go on this journey with you. And I'll tell you right now, it's better to go on this journey with someone that you see you're in love with It's better to go on this journey with them because it builds a stronger relationship. So if you can somehow both get on the same page in a relationship, and you guys can still maybe get on the same page, then things will work out a lot better for you than what it would be of you just doing it on your own. Because you're going to have somebody that loves you beside you, that's going to support you, that's going to work through it with you. You guys can work through it together. You guys can change and make that exactly AOP. You guys can become a power couple. And not only become a power couple, you can help other couples step into that as well by being mentored as you go and being supportive for each other. And this is how we're going to build a better world. This is how we're going to build a better relationship with our people that we want to have in our life. But some people are so enthralled in the toxicity that they don't want to heal. They're happy in their shit. So this is why we have to Ten of Swords it, and this is why we have to walk away. Because they're not willing to be vulnerable. They're not willing to look at the bullshit that they're causing in the first place. They're not willing to be accountable for their actions. Okay, they're not willing to heal that. So, it's their problem, not yours. Okay? All right, moving on. Let's see here. What's the attitude in relation to the situation, Spirit, for reading number 1? Okay, so we got the Ace of Cups and we got the Five of Pentacles. It's about loving yourself. It's about nurturing yourself and feeling alone while you're doing it, feeling out of place. It's kind of an odd feeling left out because you love yourself, choosing yourself. You're choosing to fill your own cup, and this is a sad thing, feeling left out. And it's like I'm speaking on right now because people are too wrapped up in the chaos to want to heal to begin with. So making this choice to heal, and you're making this choice to step beyond what you've been dealing with and making a better decision, you're feeling alone. You're having to reform your foundation of what you're trying to build. You're recognizing that you're building on quicksand, so you're looking to find a different place, a different space in order to step into something better, right? Can I influence? Keep getting 2 cards coming out. That's okay. So 8 of Cups in the reverse and 8 of Swords. So I get a feeling that this influence is telling you not to walk away from certain energies. And that there's reasons why. And it's to some degree that maybe they need healing. And maybe they want to be vulnerable with you. Maybe they want to open themselves up to you because they feel that you can help. Okay? And certain connections that might come forward to do, you know what? Don't give them the benefit out of the doubt, but hear them out. Okay? Hear them out, at least, I would say. And be patient. We got the 3 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. You're headed in the direction, collective. What's the hopes and fears? 6 of Swords. Okay, this is about walking away. Because the part of you, I don't think you want to walk away. You want to be available. You want to be there. You want to be supportive. And you know what? Maybe somebody did fuck up. Maybe they make the wrong decision. And maybe they're feeling it. Maybe they see that they made the wrong decision. Maybe this the fear of walking away. You don't necessarily want to walk away. You'd rather, you might have put a lot of work into this particular connection. Whatever the be, right? It's either that or your hope is to finally walk away. Without all this extra, but, blah, 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 blah. They're trying to just disenfranchise you. They're trying to keep you from walking away. Right? And again, the 8 of Cups and the 8 of Swords. You see them trying to thwart you, trying to distract you from walking away. Okay? So this very well could be the situation too. We got the five of swords on the bottom of the deck. What's your outcome for reading number 1? Okay, so we got the magician reversed and the swords. So somebody's trying to manipulate your truth and your justice. Somebody's trying to manipulate and energetically manipulate your movement forward and you standing on business. Okay? It could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Can I get the clarification to the influence? Attitude and relations, sorry. Yeah, 6 of feathers in the reverse. 6 of swords in the reverse. Can I get the influence? Clarification, influence? I'll take it. You popped out. Yeah. Okay. Can I get the hopes and fears? Clarification on the hopes and fears? Thank you. 2 of acorns. And can I get the clarification on the outcome? Clarification on the... I'll take it. 7 of feathers. Okay. All right. Collective. So, the situation. You're loving yourself. You're filling your own cup. You were left out in the cold because you chose you. Okay? And the thing is that they didn't want you walking away. They wanted you putting up with their bullshit. Okay? They wanted you in shambles. They wanted you submitting to them. They wanted you holding on to their bullshit and just kind of going with it. All right? They're being in this energy of lack. They were trying to teach you a lesson. Okay? They were trying to get you to submit to their bullshit. And you're so much more than that. You deserve so much more than that. Okay? And that's the thing that pisses me off the most, is that they expect you to settle. They expect you to be your frequency so that way they can mold you however they want you to be. And you just submit to their whims. You just submit to whatever the hell they want. And you're left unhappy. You're left, just not getting what you want. As long as they get what they want, all is happy and all is good. But as soon as you try to get what you want and be happy, oh no, not allowed. That's not the fucking case here. You're not allowed to be happy. You're not allowed to be in a better position. You're not allowed to be successful without them. Heaven forbid. But what I'm showing here with the clarification is that your influence, you are getting manifestations by the divine. Okay, the divine is showing for you. All right, manifestations and prosperity, the ace of crystals, the ace of pentacles. Okay, the divine is showing up and showing you that you can dream up anything that you want and it will materialize for you. Really getting your wish is my command. You just need to step into your manifestation and you will receive it. Okay? And the thing is that they don't want you walking away because they see, you see the truth now to the situation. Okay? You see the truth now for what it is. The thing is that your challenge and your fears is you want to walk away from this. Okay? You're done with walking away. And the thing is, the clarification, we've got the 2 of Wands. So you're stepping to a new timeline. You're stepping into a new, you're coming to a crossroads where you've made a decision to go in a different direction. Okay? And they can't handle this new direction. They can't even match you. You can't compete where you don't compare. And they can't even come at you anymore because they don't know how to. Okay? They've lost all connection and rights to you. All right? Now your outcome is the mid-burst and the King of Swords. So you're standing in your truth and they're trying to manipulate that truth. Okay? They're trying to manipulate you into something that they want you to be. And I'm really kind of picking up on that. They're trying to make you out to be something that you're delusional, that you don't know what the hell you're talking about, considering the overall collective message what we started with. Okay? So, the thing is that you're having to be very strategic now with the 7 feathers, 7 of swords. All right? And as far as I'm concerned, straight up beats, you can get the fuck out of my chat. You're an idiot. Okay? You're worshipping an idol. Okay? Christ is the way. You're worshipping an idol. You're a dumbass. Get out of my chat. What did I say, collective? Wait. What did I say earlier? If I had a mic, I'd drop it. I do have a mic, but I'm using it right now. Christ is the only way. You know what? Christ is my homie. Stop talking about Christ. Stop talking about my homie. Stop talking about my ancestors. Stop talking about my brother. Stop worshipping my brother. Like, give me a break. Let him sleep. Fucking morons. Anyway. So you're always but to be strategic about this whole situation. Okay? Now, all of a sudden, that you're cutting them out. Now that you're moving on, they're trying to make you out to be this odd character that's delusional, that doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about. Meanwhile, you're on your own journey. You're on your own empowering journey of finding yourself and stepping into a new frequency, new life. And they can't even compare where they don't even... They can't even compete where they don't compare. Okay? And you're following a new pathway that clearly they have no map to, right? And Spirit's up like that for a particular reason, because they can't be coming with you where you're going, unfortunately. Okay? Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, my dear. So ultimately, collective, whoever vibes with this reading here, okay? You know, it's one thing to be Christian, it's another thing to be Christ-like. Exactly. The situation here with this collective is that you're on the right track. Letting anybody come in and try to tell you or try to screw you up or try to get you off on the wrong page. Okay? Because somebody's trying to come in and manipulate you. Somebody's trying to come in and tell you, no, you don't want to go this way. You know, you don't want to do that. No, you don't want to do this. Whatever the case may be. It's none of their fucking business what you do with your life. Okay? Because you're on your own journey. They do not have your map. And they have no reason, there's no rhyme or reason why they should have an opinion as to what you're doing. Okay? They have no right telling you where you're going when they don't have the map of where you're going. Okay? And you know what, Cosmic Mirror? It's not even about saving yourself. It's about allowing the divine in to guide you. You don't even need, you just need to be loved. Okay? And when you're loved by the divine, that's a game changer. Alright? That's the whole thing. Because a lot of us were walking around, we're thinking that we're broken, and we're not. We're not as crazy as everybody's trying to make us be. Okay? So chew on that for a little while. So number one, let's get clarification on the whole situation here. Is there any clarification overall on reading number one, so that way we can move on to reading number two, Spirit? Can I get some clarification on the whole situation with this? And I'll do the clarification and then I'll throw a vibe in too, just for shits. Alright, can I get a clarification on the situation, please? Clarification on the situation. Eight of Wands. So yes, you're cutting ties. You're set on your ways. You're set in your ways. You're set in the way in your perspective. You're holding patience. Eight of Wands. Things start happening quickly for you. Okay, so just brace yourself. Allow it to go through. Allow it to happen. Happy birthday, Mayu. What's the challenge? What's crossing? Five of Swords. It's everybody else's bullshit. It's everybody else's opinion that you're having to be distracted with. This is the challenge. This is what's crossing you. Okay? What to distract you. Can I get to know what the headspace about? What are they thinking about? What's the clarification on the headspace? What they should be focused on mentally? What do we got? Knight of Pentacles. This is not a race, collective. Okay? This is not a race. It's not a marathon. Okay? You're on the right track. Slow and steady wins the race. The tortoise and the hare is coming to mind. Okay, these motherfuckers are the hare and you're the tortoise. You're allowed to take this journey. You're allowed to do this journey with pressure. It's all the pressure that you put on it yourself, okay? So the Knight of Pentacles is very slow, very methodical, very intentional on their movements, okay? They take their time. They do things right. They're very solid in their decisions. They have the elements at their disposal to help them, to protect them, to guide them, to guard them, protect them. Okay? So know that you have the elements at your hands so that way you can be guided through this journey. Okay? Allow yourself to know that you have the stable ground to stand on and walk on. Allow yourself to know that you have the ability to communicate. You have the ability to love and open up and be with compassion. And you have the ability to speak, to step forward, and to have the right intention to go forward with this. Okay? So continue moving forward. You're on the right track. All right? Can I get the heart space, please, for this number one reading? Can I get the overall situation of the heart space? Pretty please. Thank you. Yeah, Seven of Cups. So there very well could be a whole bunch of different people coming out of the woodwork now that you've cut out all this this jargon and this bullshit. You know, you're cutting the chaff from the wheat, so to speak. Okay? The Seven of Cups is talking about focusing on yourself. There's only one cup you need to pick, and it's yours. It's a cup. Okay? Some of these cups, all they are is illusion. Okay? Most of these cups are dumped the fuck out. They're dingy, they're skanky, they're dusty, they're bullshit. Okay? So you're needing to focus on your own cup right now. You need to focus on filling your own cup. Your own cup is your own priority right now. Okay? Don't be worried about delusions and just the distractions outside of yourself. Focus on you right now. Okay? That is your ultimate priority right now. Can I get information on what you're walking away from for number one? What you're walking away from. It's kind of like you're dancing right now. You're dancing with the fact of walking away. You've cut ties, but you're walking away. You're in the process of walking away. Okay? Some of you might have already walked away. Some of you might be stuck. Some of you might need to be doing some inner healing first and empowering yourself to walk away. Okay? You guys could be at different intervals. Take it and put it to where it belongs to you. Okay? In your situation. Either way, you're stepping to this energy of walking away. So what is this past energy? What are you walking away from? What are you walking away from? Okay. What are you walking away from, Spirit? What is number one walking away from? What are they behind? Can I get clarification overall on the situation, please? Thank you. You could be walking away from a Queen of Pentacles or a not so nurturing. This could very well be a narcissist, okay? She's sitting on the fence. You might not know whether or not to nurture yourself or be stingy. You might be walking away from somebody that's selfish, somebody that nurtures you a minute and then fucks you up the next. Okay, this could be a masculine or feminine in their main feminine energy. Okay, you could have had an issue walking away with this person because you really don't know how to show up, or they don't know how to show up, and you're second guessing yourself because one minute they're good with you, the next minute they're not. So you're kind of in this energy of like, I don't know what the fuck to think. And it's because they're gaslighting you. Okay, they're fucking narcissists, they're sociopaths, they're psychopaths. There's definitely psychopathy in there. Okay, there definitely could be switch up. There could be multiple personalities there. There could be a lot of different situations or factors. Okay, but this is the energy you're walking away from. It's very unacquainted. It's very one-sided. It's very unbalanced energy. Okay, so stay vigilant. Okay, this is why you need to focus on you and filling your own cup. Because one minute they're filling your cup, the next minute they've got a hole in the bottom and they're leaking it out. And then the next filling your cup, and then the next minute they're leaching from you. So you need to get off these eggshells. You need to bring peace to your heart and your soul. And the only way you're going to do that is to take up some space somewhere else. All right. What's the current situation from 3 to 6 months? What are you walking into? What's the overall aspect walking into? Yeah, you're walking into loving yourself and standing on your intention. We've got the Queen of Cups and the King of Wands energy. Okay? So this could very well be two people walking away if this is in your situation, or this could just be you loving yourself and holding your intention, standing on business. Okay, this could be you nurturing yourself, nurturing your heart space, nurturing your emotions, and being very, very steadfast in your intention, utilizing your intuition and standing forward and moving forward. Okay? Thank you, Max. I hate people how they come in and just spam and think that they're going to throw me off like that. Get the hell out of here. What is influence, or the attitude in relation? What is the attitude and relation to the situation overall? What is the attitude and relation overall? So yeah, I like this energy because you're first starting with the dark night of the soul, going into this energy of finally cutting out these old ties and old energies. You're going through a transformation with the death card, transformation, liberation, transition, and you're healing with star. You need to shine. You need to find peace within yourself. And then you're finding peace by standing on your intention and loving on yourself. So this is beautiful energy, guys. Okay, this is beautiful. It's a transition period. It's a little bit rocky, but it's worth it. I guarantee you it's worth it. Okay, I'm speaking from my own experience, and it's coming out in the cards. So just go with it. Go with the flow. It's going to be a little bit weird because you're not probably used to it, but you get through this. Just empower yourself. Put your warrior boots on. Put your healer boots on. Okay? Shields up. You got this. I believe in you. What's your overall influence with the situation? Attitude and relation. Yeah, sorry. What's the attitude and relation situation, Spirit, for reading number 1? With the clarification and overall reading, can I get some fine clarification on this? Pretty please. Pretty please. I'll take it. Yeah. Your attitude and relation. You're in a major awakening with the Ace of Swords, okay? There's some major shit going on, okay? And the thing is that you're going to get all the information that you need. Spirit's going to guide you in this. Spirit's going to give you the downloads that you need to step forward into this, okay? So be open to the messages that you're receiving from your guides. Be open to the messages that you're receiving from Spirit, okay? You're having a huge awakening with this, and this is absolutely beautiful energy, okay? Beautiful, beautiful energy. All right, now influence. What is the influence overall for the reading? Eight of Swords reversed and the Eight of Cups reversed and the Ace of Crystals. Can information, final information on this, please, Spirit? You've been through a lot. We got the Nine of Wands on the bottom of the deck. You need to stand firm with your heart space. You need to know what the hell you want. And if you're being gaslit, if you're being in this energy of where you don't know where you stand with these particular people, you need to cut them out. Because they're just gaslighting you. They're taking advantage of you. They're siphoning off of you. And they're disenfranchising you. You need to stand on business when it comes to your heart. You need to love yourself and know that what you're doing is good. Okay? And the King of Cups, whether you're a man or a woman, doesn't matter. You're standing on business. You're guarding your heart. You know who to love. You know how to love. And you should start by loving yourself. Okay? Not allow other people to come in and push you around within your emotions. Okay? Alright, so can I get your hope, fears? Hopes and fears, the overall accumulation of the reading with the Six of Swords. Yeah, we got the King of Swords. So the hopes and fears, you want to make sure that you're standing for justice and liberation. You want to stand for truth. You want to be honest with yourself, okay? And you need to stand on that truth. Okay? We've got the Six of Swords. You could be walking away and speaking some truth, particularly on a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, well, could be the catalyst to your healing. Otherwise, this is you stepping into this new energy and standing on boundaries. You're speaking truth. You're speaking for justice, not only for yourself but other people. Okay, so step into this. You're standing for justice. Get this justice. Okay, and with the Ace of Swords, as you're awakening and your overall attitude and relation, moving into the King of Cups and the King of Swords energy, this is beautiful energy because you're still on business. You're not allowing these people to gaslight you or manipulate you anymore, and I'm proud of you. Keep going, number one. Okay? What overall outcome? Despite the manipulation and the speaking on truth, and having to be strategic, what's the overall outcome for my collective? Yeah, you're going through a rebirth. Woohoo! Alright, we got the Death card in the reverse. We're going through a rebirth. Okay, and yeah, you know what? Sometimes these rebirths hurt, but they're worth it. For the little pain that you will go through with this rebirth, it's going to energize and empower you to step into your new life, into your new beginning. Okay, so this is absolutely beautiful energy. Okay, I couldn't have had a better clarification for this clarifier and reading. Okay, this is beautiful, and I've got full body goosebumps right now. I'm so proud of you. Whoever you are that resonates with this message, just keep going. Put your blinders on. Focus on what you need to do for your priorities and just keep moving forward. You don't need to worry about all what everybody else is saying with the Five of fucking Swords here that you're walking away from or that's crossing you as a challenge. Okay, you don't have to be worrying about the imbalance because the divine is you the whole time. And the fact that you're scared about stepping into a new world, okay, this is your fulfillment. You're working on something, you're stepping into a new direction, and you know exactly where the fuck to go and how to get there. And the best way to get there is going within. Okay? And stop looking outside of yourself for the answers, because it's all been within you the whole time. Okay? So overall, this is beautiful energy. Okay? So step into it, collective. This is beautiful. You got the right to do this. You have every reason to do this. And I'm so proud of you. I'm so extremely proud of you. Okay? It's absolutely beautiful. Sweet dreams, Ryan. I might have to chew a piece of gum to open up my sinuses. They're feeling a little plugged up. I've been doing some cleaning, much cleaning, and organizing and working through dusty boxes and stuff like that. So I hope I'm not coming down with anything, because that would suck. Number one, I can't wait to see you on the other side. I can't wait to see you at the top, because you deserve this new transformation. You deserve to step into your new timeline. I love you to the deepest parts of my soul and back. I love you. Keep going. Okay? Step into the unknown. Okay? Step into the infinite fucking possibilities that are ready to bless your life. Okay? Step into the beautiful energy that is yours, and it's there for the taking. You are worthy. You are enough. You've always been enough. All right? And you always will be enough. And you're never too much. You're just, okay? Continue moving forward. The divine will be there every step of the way. You just need to call on the divine. Okay? And it will miraculously surprise you every single time. The divine works in very mysterious ways. I will tell you that much. And it's worth every step. I'm telling you that from personal experience. And I'm not going to sit here and give you a bunch of bullshit. And you deserve to live your best life. That's the way it goes. And that's going to be. Okay. I'll be right back. I'm going to go blow my nose again. Oh. I need to get up and stretch my legs again anyway. Oh. All right. We are back at it. We're going into reading number 2. You know what? I find it absolutely hilarious. Okay? How people think they're gonna come into my chat and, you know, come into the silly hat party with a hat. They make it so awkward themselves. They end up making themselves look like an absolute total idiot. It's kind of funny, I must admit. Okay? It's hilarious. It really is hilarious how it all works out. Some people and their children, I swear. Alright. Number 2. Let's get it. I'm not going to bother vibe because that was just a beautiful reading. If I need to clarify anything with the vibe or whatever, then I'll use it. But so far, that first reading was beautiful. Alright, so number 2. Can I get some information on number 2 reading, Spirit? Pretty please. We got the World and we got the Ace of Pentacles cut. So something's good. Something good is coming. I'm excited for it. Let's see. Let's see what we got going on. So, I kind of got wind earlier that apparently Linda's saying that somebody's fleeing the country to try to get away from what they've, what's about being held accountable for what they've done. I found that kind of wild. I'm looking forward to that reading. I'm going to go watch it after. And if you're not subscribed to Linda Likes Tarot yet, you should. She beans. Definitely good beans. Lover is a soul sister. She's so beautiful. Such a beautiful soul, beautiful heart. I consider her tribe. So, alright, let's do this. Reading number 2, let's go. What's going on? What's the situation for reading number 2? Alright, so we got the 6 of Cups. Alright, and what's crossing reading number 2? What's the challenge? What's crossing reading 2? What's crossing and what's challenge for reading number 2? Thank you. 8 of Wands. Okay. Alright. I'll continue. What's in the headspace? What does number 2 need to focus on? I'll take it. It's popping. It's popping. Ooh, okay. 10 of Swords. What's in the heart space? What's going on in the heart space? What's going on for reading number 2 in their heart space? What do they need to be focused on in emotions and love, compassion, all that jazz? What's the situation? Ooh, we got the 2 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. But mindfully, you're like cutting something out. You're working on moving towards the future. You're no longer being nostalgic of the past. And your challenge is to, you know, you're going to have a lot of things coming at you. Things are going to start speeding up for you. And, yeah, it's going to be the challenge to juggle it all at once. What's in your heart space? What's in the heart space of reading number 2? Alright, we got the 4 of Wands. In the though. This is like this is a divorce. This is foundational chaos. This is maybe a broken home. This is a broken relationship. It could represent divorce. Okay, so what are you walking away from? What are you walking away from? What are you leaving behind? Number 2. You need to continue shining your light. We have the star on the bottom of the deck. What are you walking away from for number 2? right, we've got indecision, deceptive communication. We got the Queen of Swords on its side. And what are we walking into? What is our current moment, and what are we walking into? Thank you. Two of Swords in the reverse. Okay, I'm going to start with that. I'm going to clarify it, and then I'm going to move on with the last four. All right, what will we have on the cut? Five of Feathers and the Six of Acorns. So you're going to be having to expose what people are saying behind your back, number two. There's some shit that's being said behind your back to disenfranchise you, discredit you, and you're going to have to you're going to speak up. You're going to have to speak up and defend yourself. Okay? What do we got clarifying the situation? Page of Acorns. So this is discovery and enthusiasm. So there might be something there that you're looking towards the future with, where this is the catalyst. You're done with the past. You're done with remunerating about the past. You're done with a whole bunch of bullshit. Okay? What's the challenge? What's the challenge? I'll take it. Queen of Shells in the reverse. So your challenge is to not be bitter as fuck. Your challenge is to find peace and compassion and not allow this bullshit to overtake you and get you to opt. Okay? What's in your mind space? Clarification to your mind space. What's the deal? Hermit reversed. Okay, so you're having a bit of awakening. You're having a bit of a wake-up call. You're coming out of a hermit mode, maybe. Coming out of isolation in your mind. And you're realizing a whole hell of a lot. And it's clarifying the Ten of Swords. Something's being clarified as to why them the fuck off. Right? Somebody might be ripping their mask off. You might be ripping somebody's mask off. What about in the heart space? What do you got going on in the heart space? Heart space. Nine of Feathers. So Nine of Swords in the heart space. So you're going through a bit of an emotional dark night of the soul. It happens. It happens. You could very well be questioning on how you're going to move forward with this. When you're like I said before, when you're questioning and you don't know exactly the answer, we've got the Two of Swords here somewhere. Yeah, what you're walking into of Swords. You're having to make a decision without having all the information. Okay? And that's the situation that you're going to deal with. But you're going to get through it by the help of the divine. Okay? What are you walking away from? Okay, we got two cards here. Oh, three. The Queen of Crystals, the Empress, and the Four of Crystals. Oh, wow. You're setting the fuck up, whoever you are, number two. You're going from a very nurturing, comforted, prosperous Queen of Crystals to the Empress, beauty, abundance, and Four of Crystals. You know, and security. So you're not satisfied with what you have. You're abundant, you're stable, you're prosperous, you're solid. And you're recognizing that you don't deserve this, whatever you're dealing with. You're standing in your power. You very well could be dealing with somebody, maybe you were lying to yourself before. Okay? Maybe you were lying to yourself. Maybe that was a situation. What are you walking into? I'll take it. Eight of Acorns. You're walking into maybe a slow environment. Maybe things are happening really, really quick for you right now. Maybe things are happening too fast for you. And you want to slow the fuck down. And you just want to be in very solid, very attractive, very abundant energy. Okay? Maybe you want to slow the hell down. Right? Yeah, you're dealing with a lot of chaos with the 10 card in the reverse. Okay? So that's definitely a factor here. So things may be speeding up too fast for you. Things could be moving too fast. You could be dealing with a lot. There could be a lot on your plate right now. And this is why you're having to focus towards the future. And I think overall you got the right idea. You got the Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. So you've got some beautiful connections coming in. You got a beautiful offer. You got maybe a new house. You got inheritance coming in. You got a new job. You got something coming in that's going to create a lot of stability for you. And you need to keep it to yourself. Somebody does not want this message getting out. Anybody throwing me anything towards my throat chakra, fuck off. I banish you to the bottomless fucking pits of hell. You are not welcome here. I do not give you consent to be in my energy. You're banished. Anything and everything that you've sent to me to try to prevent me to get this message out is returned to sender and bound to you. Let you become a fucking mute. Let you lose your voice. Fuck off and get out of my energy. You do not have consent to be in my energy. At all, at any time in the future. You are banished indefinitely. Let any ill will that you send my way be automatically transmuted to blessed prosperity and healing, and let any ill intention be bound to you. Let it fucking haunt you. As above, so below, as within, so without, so it is. I do not accept it. I will not condemn it. Get the fuck out of my energy. You do not have any consent to be anywhere in my energy or of my tribe of anything. Alright. Your attitude in relation to the situation. What's going on with that? We got the Five of Swords. So you're ready to... You're in this fuck around and find out if a fucker would kind of energy. What's the influence? The influence is the Empress reverse. You're ready to cut somebody up. Okay? You're ready to cut somebody up. You're ready to just lose your shit. You're ready to destroy some shit. Is your situation. You're ready to play whack-a-mole. Okay? With a sledgehammer. You're not playing around. What's your hopes and fears? What's your hopes and fears? Knight of Wands. This is about moving forward without too much... you're just kind of going by the whim of the wind. It's giving me like you're just kind of going with what's being shown to you. You're trusting in your intuition. You're moving forward with good intention. Being inspired, which is pretty substantial. You want to maybe continue doing this, but I think somebody's trying to sabotage you. It could be the case that somebody's trying to... It could be somebody's trying to sabotage, to get you to self-sabotage. Because you are in this Empress energy, right? You're walking away with this Empress energy. And with the Four of Crystals, you're holding your cards to your chest. You're keeping to yourself. You're very grounded. You're very prosperous. You're very comfortable. You're very compassionate. You're very nurturing. You're very abundant. And you're keeping yourself. People might be calling you selfish. I'm also getting that you're not really celebrating your wins. You might be actually lying to yourself about how stable you really are. You're a lot more stable than what people are making you out to be, is what it's showing. And maybe they're trying to get you to self-sabotage by talking shit. Right? Your attitude in relation. Like they want you to react. They want you to act out. right? And Marine, I'm kind of picking up on you with this reading, so I don't know if it's your reading or not, but you're coming to mind with this. So, just saying. Um, what's the outcome? What's the outcome to this reading? We got the Fool and we got the Tower in reverse. Fucking right. I love this. I fucking love this. Because when you walk away, you're creating a huge tower for somebody else. Okay? Walking away, you taking a leap of faith, you're going to be through the worst of it. You're coming out of the worst of it, which is beautiful energy. Okay? Absolutely beautiful. I'm excited. I can't wait to get the clarification out. This is going to be good. Yeah. Just don't sabotage this, please. Please, just don't sabotage this, because this is going to be beautiful for you. No matter how you look at it. Yeah, cream soda, Dr. Pepper. Believe it or not. It's beautiful stuff. It's yummy. All right. Communication on the attitude and okay. The sun. Fucking right. So, all this bullshit talk is going to be revealed to you. Okay? All of the bullshit talk is going to be revealed. And just as the sun is a little bit stingy once you're out into the reveal a little bit too, the sunlight tends to sting after a while, right? Because you can get burned if you're out in it too long. So whatever is going to be revealed to you is going to piss you off, but it's ultimately eventually going to be the catalyst that sets you free. Okay? So consider that. What's your influence? The clarification of the influence to the Empress reverse. What's the clarification to this? We got the Knight of Acorns. So we've got the Knight of Acorns in your hopes and fears, and we got it in your influence. So the influence is you need to use your intuition. You need to take action and you need to drive forward with what you are intending to do. Okay? You might be thinking about it right now. You might be hoping and praying and fearing it, of having to take action, but you're ultimately going to have to take action. And I'm kind of picking on the learning is in the happening. Okay, I've got that Archangel activation card. It's learning in the happening. So you have to get the ball rolling. And I think that's why the Eight of Wands is here as your challenge and what's crossing you. Is because you get the ball rolling and you've got a lot on your plate as it is. So you got to get the ball rolling in the right direction. Otherwise, you're going to be sabotaging. And it's almost like somebody's maybe pushing you to a particular certain direction that you don't want to go in. Right? And you should refocus your priorities into a direction that you're favorable in yourself. Right? Because they might be trying to steer you in the wrong direction, and you can correct that course of action and go in a different direction altogether. Okay? So, the Six of Feathers on the bottom of the deck. So, Six of Swords, this is about walking away. Again, this is about cutting ties. You've been thinking about it, okay? And you've been hermiting about it. You've been kind of in isolation. You're isolating yourself about it, but you're coming out of this position now. You're coming out in realization. You're having that awakening. You're coming out of the comfort zone of having to make a decision, okay? What is your hopes and fears? Clarification of the Knight of Wands. What is a clarification to the Knight of Wands, Spirit? The Ten of Crystals. And the Eight of Crystals in reverse. Woof. Yuck. So what I'm getting from this is that you're thinking that if you walk away and you take action, that everything's going to fall apart. That's your whole fears to that. But what you don't realize is this tower, the fact that you're deep of faith and you're moving in a different direction, okay, it's going to create a fucking tower. You are going to create a major destruction when you walk away from this. Okay? It's inevitable. It's going to happen. It's whether or not you want to sit and watch the dust settle. It's whether or not you want to stop at the store and get marshmallows and go back and have a fire. It's whether or not you want to embrace it or whether or not you just run away scared. It's all in how you want to go about it. They want to fuck around, find out, and you're kind of in this energy of, I wish a fucker would. So they might. And it makes a major chaos. Are you here for it or not? Are you going to stand on business or not? Are you going to allow this chaos to be the chaos that it's supposed to be and embrace the chaos and embrace the change? Or are you going to run from it? Okay? That's the situation. Because, like, you're not talented, you're not good enough. Somebody's saying that you're not going to have the stability when you walk away. Somebody's saying that you're not going to have the dedication and the progress and the determination without them. Right? Somebody's saying that, you know, what you're going to be moving into isn't going to be good enough. It's not going to be fruitful. You're going to fall on your face. Right? I don't think that's the case. I don't think that's the case, considering that by you walking away, you're going to create a tower, but you're coming out of that tower by taking a leap of faith. Okay, that was already clarified within the first partial of the reading. Right? So this is your hopes and fears. Your fears is thinking that you're not going to have the legacy that you want. You're not going to have the stability. You're not going to have the talent to step out of this without them. Right? That's to the contrary. That's what they think. That's them talking their shit. Okay? What's going on? Can I get outcome? What's the outcome? Clarification, the Fool, and the Tower reversed. I have a feeling it's going to be bumpy. I have a feeling I'm going to get goosebumps with this one. What's the outcome? To the Tower reversed and the Fool. The Justice. Injustice. Right? Okay. There's definitely still clarification here, so hold tight. You're having no other choice to come out of this tower. You're not having any other choice but to take a leap of faith. You're having no other choice but to cut this energy off. You're having no other choice about this injustice. Now, I'm going to check the vibe on this injustice because I really kind of want to dig deep on that. What's the injustice? What's the vibe on the injustice? Can I know about that? Okay. So, in your feeling silent treatment and feeling left out. By walking away, like, I think you're walking away from family. I think you're walking away from a very, like, a 10 of Pentacles. I think you're walking away from an inheritance. You're walking away from a house. You're walking away from something. And you think that the divine ain't going to provide for you. You're thinking that the divine isn't going to be there for you. You're thinking that by walking away, you're having no other choice but to walk away. You think this is a huge injustice, that you're being left out and you're going to be in your feelings. You're going to be having the silent treatment and all this jazz. No. You're taking on the wrong perspective because divine will always provide for you, no matter what. Okay? Can I get more? Can I get on this, please, Spirit? Yeah, you weren't being nurtured. And you could very well not be nurturing yourself at this particular... Okay. So somebody's longing and missing you, wanting to talk and wanting a reunion with you, glowing up. You've got these new opportunities, new careers, successful business. This is why you're in this Queen of Pentacles Empress energy. And this is why you're walking away, so you don't lose out on this glow up. Right? It doesn't matter where you go, you're going to still have this glow up. And I think by you stepping out of this and allowing this tower to fall, okay, taking a leap of faith to move forward, okay, you're no longer nurturing this bullshit anymore. That's why. You're no longer this motherfucker that's been pretty well sabotaging you this whole time. Okay? It don't work anymore. It's not working. It hasn't worked. They've been holding you back. So no wonder why you're having to walk away. Right? You probably built a lot of a big foundation where you were probably part of building this 10 of crystals. You probably put a lot of money and investment and work into this. But when you walk away from it, you can pretty well take half of this to some degree, depending on the situation, if you're married to this person or not. But either way, you know, you're just because you think this is an injustice, it's not an injustice for long. Okay? And we're going to get that in the clarification. I know there's going to be good news coming. Okay? So don't take it too harshly here. Somebody's thinking by you walking away, you're actually going to self-sabotage. That's not the case. It's because you're loving on yourself and you're choosing you and you're stepping into some sort of action and drive forward in order to step into this, which you should. Again, collective, you're on the right track and I'm proud of you. So let's get the clarification of the whole situation here. Can we do that? Can I get a clarification on the Six of Cups reversed and the Page of Acorns, discovery and enthusiasm? And ultimately, I think you looking towards the future, you discovering, you becoming enthusiastic and inspired to move forward, okay? This is the catalyst to the change, all right? Have what it takes to step forward within this. All right. We got the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. So you might have a hard time juggling it at first, but it's all new to you. Being out on your own, doing your own thing, it's all new to you, right? So you might have a hard time juggling it all, okay? And this is why the Eight of Wands might be your challenge, because you're going to have a lot coming out all at once. What's going on with the situation as a clarification to finalize this reading for number 2? Two of Cups. Situation, you are in alignment to find your soulmate. You're loving on yourself. You are supportive of yourself. You are nurturing yourself. You're in this abundant energy. You're stepping into this Empress energy, and you've been in this Empress energy. You're holding on to this Empress energy. You are putting yourself in alignment to a new frequency to find your soulmate. And the person that you're walking away from, is chances are they're not your soulmate. And you probably recognize this. Okay? And it's going to be different for you. Right? You're coming into an alignment with your masculine and feminine. You're stepping into the alignment of getting your soulmate. All right? So this is pretty substantial. Like, you're discovering that you deserve better. You're looking towards the future rather than the past. Okay? You're allowing the past to be your catalyst to step forward into the new you, which is absolutely amazing. Goosebumps. What's your challenge? To the Eight of Wands and the Queen of Shells. And that's another thing. Somebody wants you to go fucking bitter and you don't want to be in that energy. They know if you're in this bitterness energy and you're lying to yourself and you take in all this fucking gaslighting bullshit, you're going to end up sabotaging your ability. And you're going to end up falling on your face. And that's what they want. But that's what's going to happen. Because you're going to alchemize it. What's your challenge? What's crossing you? The Eight of Wands and the Queen of Shells. What's the situation with that, please? Yeah, you're cutting out the betrayal. Maybe there's a third party that's been in the mix for a little while. What's the clarification of the challenge, please, Spirit? For reading number 2. Thank you. Got the 5 of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. So somebody's talking about a new offer you have. Right? Somebody's talking about some sort of offer or some sort of job or new money. Maybe it's an inheritance that you received and they want to get their fucking dirty, grimy hands on it. Or maybe they did. Maybe you're finding out about it and maybe you're just walking away because, like, if they're going to do this now or before, what else are they going to do? So you're cutting them off. But somebody's pissed off at the fact that you're getting this new brand new offer. They don't like it. Okay, so what's in mind space? Clarification of the Ten of Swords and the Hermit reversed. What's the situation with that? Arg. So we got... Wow. Okay, so 7 of Swords. We got the 4 of Pentacles. We got the Ace of Swords. Okay, so 7 of Swords reversed. 4 of Pentacles right side up. Ace of Swords reversed. And 4 of Cups reversed. Wow. To the 10 of Swords. And the Hermit reversed. So what that's telling is that everything that was taken from you is coming back to you sevenfold. Okay? And you got the High Priestess on the bottom of the deck. So this is, you're stepping into your High Priestess energy. You're in this energy of, I wish a fucker would, because then I'm going to show them who the fuck I really am. That's the kind of energy that I'm seeing here. And the fact that people are, you know, people were very selfish. Because of their selfishness, okay, and them lying on you and discrediting you and defaming you and defamation and disenfranchising you, you know for a fact you deserve better treatment than this. Like, holy shit. I don't like this at all, guys and gals. This is bullshit. And no wonder why you're cutting it out. No wonder why you're 10 of swordsing this shit. I wonder why this is bringing you into a great awakening. You're coming out of your comfort zone. This is like a total fucking wake-up call. Like, how could you do this to me? And no wonder there's injustice here. Right? You're going to notice the injustice. You're going to see the injustice for what it is. And that's what they don't want you to see. Trying to gaslight you out of this whole situation. They're thinking that they can pull the wool over your eyes, which that's not the case here, collective. You're not allowing this to happen. You're clearly not allowing this to happen. Hang on a second. All right. A little bit more clear than I was before. But this is bullshit. This is bullshit what you're going through. You don't deserve this. And people think that the audacity of these people thinking that they can do this and pull this shit on you. It's not fair. It's not fair at all. I don't like it. And the thing is that you're stepping into this new relationship idea. You're moving towards the future. This could be an ex that you're dealing with that's trying to pull the wool over your eyes, trying to make you self-sabotage, to make you look like you're not what you're not. And because you took a leap of faith in direction, and you've taken action, and you've taken faith on that action, and you're allowing the divine to guide you through this, through your intuition, and you're stepping into this very Empress kind of nurturing, stable energy, they can't fucking touch you. Okay? They cannot touch you because you're taking a leap of faith and you're moving forward. You're coming out of all this chaos that they're trying to put you in. This is flipping the tables and stomping fables kind of card with this whole thing. This is all the epitome of that card right now with the way it is. So this is substantial, collective. Oh, is James going out? James out for the night? Love you, James. Be good, okay? Be good to yourself, buddy. You're a brother from a different mother. Keep up the good work and stay true to yourself, okay? Come on back anytime, alright? You're part of your tribe, whether you're a member or not, your tribe. So stay close, buddy. Sweet dreams. Hey, Vero. Welcome in. Thank you so much. Alright, let's see. What's going on with your heart space? 9 of Feathers and the 5 of Swords. Can we get shit on that? For reading number 2, please. Reading number 2, clarification, please. 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, so everything that you've been building, they've been talking shit on it, right? Everything that you've been building, the 4 of Wands in the reverse, you're having to walk away from it. Everything, you put a lot of energy into this. You put a lot of commitment. You put a lot of stability into this. You know, and it's been nothing but fucking chaos. Okay, it's like you were building on quicksand. Okay, everything that you were building into this, it just did not. It fell apart. There was no. There was. It was like it was for nothing. Okay, and it literally put you into a dark night of the soul. It gave you no other choice but to go deep within yourself and actually find out were you the fucking problem. And here you come out, you were not the problem. You were not the problem from the beginning. Okay? But they still felt the audacity to ruin absolutely everything that you were built. Because you're not allowed to build anything. Apparently, to them. You're not allowed to build fuck all without them. That's the energy that's coming out in this. And fuck them and their stupid audacity. It's bullshit. Bullshit. It's bullshit. Let them come around. Smack them right in the fucking head. Like, that's the kind of wish a fucker would. Come on. Come over here and talk to me. Come over here and tell me your fucking intentions for real. Stop throwing rocks and hiding your fucking hands. Come speak to me to my face and see where it fucking gets you, you coward. That's what it fucking tells me right now. That's what it's getting me to be right now in this energy. It's infuriating. It's maddening. And that's the whole thing. They want you in this Empress reverse. They want you self-sabotaging. They want you fuming. They want you destroying absolutely everything you're building. And you're in this Empress energy. And you're walking away with this Empress energy. Very beautiful, abundance, beauty, comfort, prosperity. And you're focusing on yourself. You're focusing on holding your cards close to your chest. You're not allowing them to deter you from it. And they hate this about you. Right? Like, it's stupid, the fact that they're trying to thwart you out of this and to get you to self-sabotage and make you look like the delusional one when they're the jealous and envious. Like, make it make sense, please. Like, give me a break. I don't like this person, whoever they are, because I'm really kind of picking up that there's more than one person here trying to do this. It's like a whole fucking group of them thinking that they're going to do this, and it's not work. The proof is in the pudding. The abundance is where it is. And the thing is when you came into their life, that's when they started gaining. That's when they started getting somewhere. As soon as you left, their whole fucking life went to shit. And it's for good reason, because you're a very abundant person. You got this very abundant energy. Okay? And they were siphoning off of this energy. They were taking advantage of. Alright? So, it is what it is. But things are going to work out. I have this feeling they're going to work out. And they're going to be shook. They're going to be shook at the blessing that you're going to receive. Okay. The Queen of Swords and the Four of Crystals, the Empress, and the Queen of Pentacles. What's this whole bit here? What's the clarification on what you're walking away with and from? What's the situation? Patience. Continue moving forward. Put your fucking blinders on. Okay, you're walking in the right direction. You're doing the right thing. Your ships are coming in. The perfect wave is on its way. Okay? What are you walking away from, Spirit? What is number 2 walking away from? Indecision. Who? The Moon and the Fool in reverse. So what this is telling me is that the shit in the dark is coming to light. People are going to be being held accountable for what they've done by trying to thwart you from moving forward. The people that are trying to sabotage your movement forward is coming to light, and they're getting canned for it. There's some people here that might actually be going to jail for the shit that they pulled, trying to ruin you and leave you for dead. Okay, there's some major shit going on behind the scenes that you don't realize. Okay? And things are going to be coming full circle. Okay? So, yeah. That's what you're walking away from. The indecision and the bullshit that's coming to light. Okay? You're being lied on, quite possibly by a Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Could be relation here. And they're trying to sabotage your movement forward. It's bullshit. And this bitch is probably going to jail. If it's just one particular person, she's going to jail for thwarting you. It's happening. She's going to jail. She's getting reprimanded. She's gonna be hit. She's gonna be hit with a whole fucking bucket of karma right on her head. What's her current situation? What are you walking into? Clarification of the 8 of Acorns reversed and the 2 of Swords reversed. So this indecision is coming to an end. Because things are going to be revealed to you. That what is done in the dark is coming to light, and shit's going to finally slow down. Because they're trying to throw a whole bunch of shit at you all at once to have you in this indecision. In order to make you so that way you don't move forward. But that's not happening. You're going to be celebrating instead. You're going to be finding tribe and celebrating. You might have already found your tribe. You could be part of this tribe, which is fucking awesome. We won't leave you hanging. We'll empower you. We'll get you back straight. Moving in the direction. Fucking right, we will. Can I get... No, I'm putting it back. Can I get clarification on the 8 of... No. No. Fuck that. Can I get clarification on the Knight of Cups? Okay. Fine. You're moving forward with compassion. You're opening your heart. You're opening up to vulnerability. You're opening up to be compassionate with yourself. You're putting all the love into yourself. You're putting, you're filling your own cup. You know what you want. You're going for it. You're allowing your emotions, your empathy to guide you in this. Yeah. So you're moving forward with compassion. You're not allowing, okay, there's the Queen of Shells here in your clarification here for your challenge. They want you to be as bitter as fuck as possible, so that way you look like you're unhinged. Alright? And you're not doing that. You're not being in this energy that they want you to be in. You're not unhinged. You're very grounded. You're very abundant. You're very solid in your intentions and the way you're moving. And you need to continue to do that. Don't allow them to give you some sort of bullshit to react to. Okay? Focus on action, okay? Intentful action. Don't focus on the reaction. Don't act to fuck all anything. Be unfuckwithable, okay? Hone into that unfuckwithable energy, unbothered energy. No matter what they do, okay? No matter what they do to try to get you to react, don't fall for it. They're going to throw energy at you. They're going to do stupid shit to throw negative energy at you, to throw you off, to make you look unhinged, to make you look like you. They're throwing a whole bunch of shit. This is your challenge right now, right? All because you're looking towards the future and you're leaving these motherfuckers behind. Like, give me a break. You're moving forward with compassion, and that's what you need to focus on, okay? That's the way it should be. That's the way it needs to be right now. Focus on what your priorities are and continue to do that. Don't worry about the distractions. Put your fucking blinders on and ignore all the rest. Grey rock the bastards. They don't deserve to be getting your attention anyway. What's the clarification on attitude in relation to the situation with the Five of Swords and the Sun? Can I get clarification on the Five of Swords, and please? Thank you for your patience, everybody. Number 3 is coming up soon. 4 and 5. So hold tight. All right, we got the Page of Cups. So again, you're moving forward with compassion. There could very well be apologies coming in too, as well. People might want to come in and apologize for their stupid antics. You know, they might want to get back in your energy somehow. You need to use your discernment. Okay, because they're only bringing in a measly little stinky fucking fish cup. And if, you know, when pigs fly, there's a pig up in the corner somewhere. Yeah, there's a flying pig. So, to allow them back in your energy again when pigs fly, maybe. Okay? Don't allow them to come in with this measly looking cup. I'm telling you that right now. It's not worth it. Continue focusing on you. This is why I'm saying put your blinders on. They don't deserve to siphon off of your energy longer. Because they want to take your abundance. They want part of your abundance. Okay? So focus with your compassion and focus on yourself. Because they're talking shit. They're talking shit and they're fighting behind the scenes. About you, about your situation, about what you're providing, about what you're doing. And they're talking shit about it. Okay? They don't deserve you. They don't deserve your energy. They don't deserve your friendship. They don't deserve any connection with you. Right? And you're headed towards vitality and joy. You're heading towards beautiful blessings. You're heading in the way of the sun. So everything is being revealed to you. Okay? So this is why you need to continue moving forward. You very well could be being in the spotlight too as well. So they're trying to discredit you while you're going into the spotlight. Or while you're in the spotlight. Because of that. So act accordingly to who and where you want to go. Just like when you're driving, you're driving forward and looking this way. You look to where you're driving. Anywhere you're driving, you're turning right, you look to the right. You're driving left, you look to left. Look to where you're going. So that way you see your pathway forward. Okay? What's your influence? What's the influence? Empress reversed and the Knight of Acorns. What's the influence? With Judgment in reverse, and we've got the Star. So somebody's misjudging a starseed. Somebody's misjudging a starseed. Somebody's misjudging a healer. Somebody's misjudging somebody that's on a pathway to righteousness, to beautiful, beautiful new beginnings. Okay, somebody's on the, misjudging somebody's healing capabilities. The fact that they're a healer. The fact that they're doing something. The fact that they're maybe a mentor. The fact that they're shining their light. The fact that they're helping people. And apparently they're jealous and envious that you're in this position and they don't want you in this position. And this is your influence. Fucking starseed, you're not from here. Okay? You're not from here. And they're misjudging you. You might as well be a fucking alien at this point. And that's okay. I'm not at all. Love you just the same. Like, but this bullshit. This is fucking bullshit that they're trying to sabotage your healing. They're trying to sabotage and misjudge you because of this. Right? They're trying to sabotage and misjudge you because you're taking action. You have drive. You're moving forward with some sort of intention. And your intention is to heal. And they're misjudging this. Like, fuck off. Like, get the hell out of our energy. This is bullshit. They're envious. They're psychopath. There's definitely psychopathy here. Sociopath, psycho, whatever. Whatever the case may be. They're envy. They're riddled with envy right now. Their jealousy is through the fucking roof. They're losing their fucking mind. Probably off their meds. Wouldn't surprise me in the least. What's the hopes and fears? Clarification on the Ten of Crystals and the Eight of Crystals and the Knight of Wands, please. Can I get clarification on the Ten of Crystals and Eight of Crystals reversed and the Knight of Wands with the hopes and fears? Yeah, they're trying to turn your fucking world upside down. They don't want you stepping into this new timeline. They think it's their timeline. Get your own fucking timeline, stupid bastard. Whoever the fuck you are. Yeah, hopes and fears. They're trying to ruin your legacy. They're trying to take you out of your fucking legacy. The legacy that is always meant for you. I can't. I fucking can't. What's the outcome? The Fool, the Tower reversed, and the Justice in reverse. Seven of Cups. You're going to have some major offers come in. Some of them might be delusions. You need to use your just. Okay? Allow your empathy and your intuition to guide you in this. Okay? You're going to have a lot of offers coming at you all at once. And I think this is the whole challenge with the Eight of Wands. Okay? And the Queen of Shells, that you're needing to use your empathy with this. Okay? Because there's your empathy and your intuition. Okay? Because you're going to have a lot of offers, a lot of situations coming at you all at once. And they might even be sending fake ones to you. Right? Like, let's say if you're a reader, such as me, use me as an example. If you're a reader, they may be sending people to get readings from, and they're just gonna, flake out. Right? But all they're trying to do is get in and try to get information on you, to see where you are, to see what you're doing, to da-da-da-da-da. A whole bunch of bullshit. But ultimately, they're gonna throw some illusions at you. Okay? To try to thwart you, distract you, and whatever. So this is why you need to focus on what you need to do. Focus and keep your blinders on. And only work with your priorities that you're working on. And nothing else. And don't let anybody else to come in and meddle in your bullshit and your business. Okay? Anybody that's coming in and asking no questions, thwart it out. Thwart it out, banish it, get rid of it. Anybody coming in and asking that shit, it's none of their business. Who the fuck are they? Okay? So, yeah. I'm gonna vibe this because, like, I want to vibe this Queen of Swords in reverse because this is bullshit. What's this Queen of Swords reverse? Queen of Swords reverse? Okay. Yeah. Harmony, balance, peace, and happiness. So maybe they want to... maybe they see where they went wrong and maybe they want harmony. But they can't have harmony by creating chaos. This is why they're so fucking delusional. Yeah, feminine energy. They're not gentle, they're not nurturing, they're not mothering. They might have mama issues. They might miss their mommy. Queen of Swords reversed. They're puzzled. They're confused. They're perplexed. They're conflicted. Well, of course they are. Stay the fuck out of our energy. We blocked you out for a reason. You're a fucking succubus. Yeah, they're hopeful, inspired, optimistics, and they want to have success with you. Fuck you. You're not allowed. You're out. No girls allowed. No fucking vindictive bitches allowed. Girls are fun, but no vindictive bitches allowed. Get the fuck out of our energy. You're banished indefinitely. I don't even want to hear your stupid ass apology. Yeah, they're gambling. They could be gone to Vegas. They could be gambling your money away. Maybe they stole money. Maybe they're just teasing you, trying to get back in your energy. Like, fuck off. I don't want stank ass, stinky ass, bullshit, dusty ass, fucking piece of shit energy anywhere near me. There's a reason why we fucking ten of swords you. Like, get out of here. Yeah, they don't want legal problems. Maybe they have legal problems. Maybe they're trying to reconcile so that way they don't have legal problems. Maybe they're in the process of getting legal problems because they might have stolen mail from you. Who knows? Maybe they didn't want to give you mail back that's rightfully yours. Could be the whole situation. Who knows? But either way, collective, you're going to move forward. You're still getting the blessings. You're still moving forward. You're still getting the blessings. You're still coming out of this tower that they tried to put you in. They can't fucking touch you. They can't compete where they don't compare. Despite the injustice that they're putting up to you, it's all going to come back and smack them in the face. It's all going to be revealed, coming to light. And whatever they're trying to do to thwart you and take you out of your abundance and your legacy, they're digging themselves a fucking hole and they're going to fall in it. Guaranteed. Okay? I'm telling you that right now. So stay to yourself. Continue healing. Continue big badass bitch that you are. Love on yourself. Be compassionate. Don't be vindictive. And just hold your own. Things are going to work out better than expected. You got a lot of offers coming in. Just use your discernment. Use your ability to get through it, okay? Because things are going to work out. 100% going to work out better than expected. And these motherfuckers that are trying to thwart you and fuck with you, they're going to be shook. And they're going to have to eat their words, everything that they said behind your back, that, you know, they're going to be made out to be delinquent idiots. Okay? They're going to be made out to absolute delinquent idiots. They deserve everything they get for coming against you, trying to hold you back, trying to keep you out of your legacy, trying to keep you from and being stingy and selfish. No. No, 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 no. No, they think they're getting away with it. They're not getting away with it. The divine sees everything. The divine knows every intention that everybody has. And do you think they're going to let them away with it? No, you don't have to lift a finger. Specifically when you have the divine light within you and you're guided by that light, no. No, you're guided, guarded, and protected. You are a VIP to the divine. Okay, so always hold that within your heart and your soul. Okay? So step in that. Things are going to be working out for you better than expected. Guaranteed. Some of the things they come up with, fuck's sakes, man. Some of these people coming into the chat need to go back to the fucking for trolling. Like, really, they gotta step up their game. They're making themselves look like a idiot. Like, come on. If you're gonna troll. But do it right. Or don't do it at all. You're fucking embarrassing the actual trolls that troll. Like, come on. Lame ass bullshit. Lame ass. Even if I had a troll coming in and actually trolled really, really well, I'd have the actual respect for them for trolling respectfully. I'd have respect for them for trolling me. but they can't even troll correctly. Like, they wouldn't be the person that I would say to do a roast. You know, if I was to go and just sit there and let people roast me, definitely not be on the list to roast me. It's like, you're embarrassing yourself. Get over yourself. You know? Like, come on. Give me a break. We got better things to do than deal with that shit. Like, come on. Hilarious. It's so flippin' hilarious. Fuck's sake. I love you, Max. You're so ruthless. You're awesome, dude. Absolutely amazing. Love having you part of my tribe. Aw, thank you, Ink. Right? I've been doing my thing, and I'm trying to do my thing and be inspiration to you, you know, to my tribe, because we all need a bit of inspiration with the way the world's going. So, thank you, Vero. Very much warm to my heart, every single one of you. Do I have a message for Aaron? Stop playing small. Stop playing small. That's what Spirit's telling me to tell them. Playing small. You're not living up to your fullest potential. You need to wake the fuck up. This is a wake-up call. Do I have one more in there? I do. Okay. I'll have to go and get more. All right, number 3. We're going to get into it. Just give me a minute here. Okay, okay. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. It's going to be a long night, guys and gals. Aaron, you need to stop playing small and you start living up to your fullest potential. You got a lot to offer the world and you need to start making that happen for yourself. Stop pussyfooting around, get dancing, get to the nitty-gritty of the deal. Stop just tapping your foot and get out on the fucking floor and get into the groove. Spirit's saying it's time to take the stage. I don't know if you're a musician. I don't know if you're a speaker. I don't know if you're open mic person or a head talker or something. But you got shit to say. You've got stuff that you need to do. You've got things to do. You need to start focusing on what you need to get going. Make it happen for yourself. You're saying, Esther, that you need to get the fuck out of your own way. You're sabotaging. You have a history of abandonment. You have a history of self-sabotage. And this is what's holding you back. And you're not necessarily helping Aaron with the situation either. As much as you're compassionate to their situation, you're really not helping them. You need to fuck out of your own way. And I think both of you are kind of remunerating against each other, and you guys are small. And you guys are kind of counteracting the inspiration with self-sabotage. You guys should really be working at building each other up rather than trying to tear each other apart. So you very well both could be playing small and not really realizing it. Life is meant to be lived, not to sit in victim. I sat in victim for so long, I drove myself fucking crazy. The moment I put my warrior boots on and started living, everybody wanted to sabotage me after that because everybody liked it when I was in victimility. Everybody liked it when I was a people pleaser. Everybody liked it when I was being compassionate to everybody but myself. But as soon as I started being compassionate to myself, everybody started trying to sabotage that. Everybody started to sabotage the fact that I was filling my own cup for a change rather than filling their own. And they got depleted. Didn't get the compassion that they used to get anymore. Too fucking bad for them. I need to fill my own cup. I need to live my own life. I need to step up into that. And this is where I'm speaking from personal experience. Enough is enough. The only way that we're going to actually get anywhere in this world and step into the new earth is if we start living up to our own potential. Nothing more, nothing less. Just be consistent, one step at a time, and step into the new life. Step into the new earth. Step into our new reality. Yeah, the divine takes care of me. The divine takes care of us. And the more we have faith in that divine energy that's within us and around us, okay, is when things start changing. It's the fucking game changer. It's not about you just taking care of you. It's about allowing the divine in your life to create miracles for you. And I'm living proof of that right now. Considering G's that's been here from the get-go, you've seen how I progressed, you've seen how I elevated. You know firsthand how I've elevated. And it's inspiring as all hell because, you know what, I've been through a hell lot of shit. And the fact of where I am right now, where I am in my life right now, I'm rising. I'm not faltering. I'm not sabotaging. I'm stepping into my highest timeline. And if you're not welcome with me, that's not my fucking problem. And this goes out to my family that I've left behind. This goes back to my exes and all the friends that played in my face. You know, smiled in my face and laughed behind my back thinking I was a big fucking joke. Big fuck you to you. Thanks for not supporting me. Because you know what? Now I have a tribe that loves me dearly. I love my tribe dearly. And that's all that matters. The people that are going to rock with me are rock with me. And the people that don't want to rock with me, suit your fucking self. I don't need to be wasting my fucking energy on imbeciles anymore. Wanting to drain my energy. Like, fuck that. I'm no longer a victim. I'm a fucking warrior and I'm standing on business. If they don't like it, too bad. Welcome in, honey. All right, number 3, let's check it out. Let's see what we got going on for you. Bitcoin can bite my ass. It's all going down anyway. Bitcoin isn't as beautiful as everybody thinks it is. Stop spamming my chat, Tobias. I'm not going to trust you or your Bitcoin. It's bullshit. How are you going to access your Bitcoin if the power goes out, dumbass? Really? It's going to be safe on that zip drive for sure, but you're never going to access it. Good luck. Fucking dumbass. Alright, we got the Magician at the bottom of the deck. All the fucking things that you need is always when you number 3. You need to know that right now. Okay? Alright? The thing that you've been searching outside of yourself has always been within you. You have everything you need within you. Just to start off with. Okay? So that's your beginning message. What's going on, number 3? What's going on with you, number 3? Okay, so you got the Knight of Swords. You might need to speak up. You might need to go somewhere. You might need to take some fast action. Can I get the crossing? What's challenge? Got the Page of Swords. So there might be some information that you're waiting on, or that you're needing to focus on or reach out to receive. You could be waiting on somebody else. We got the King of Swords in the mind space. So you could be dealing with somebody that's being very, very deceptive in your energy. What's in your heart? No. Yeah, no, I'm not taking that bullshit. I'm going to shuffle this bitch in here, and if it comes out again, fine, but you're not playing stupid bullshit cards. I rebuke you. Spirit, only allow good in this message, please. Only allow good intentions in this message to know the truth and nothing but the truth. So help me by the divine. That's all I want to know. Don't allow any energies in here to play with me or play with the messages being put out here. I do not accept, I do not consent, and they need to be banished and rebuked and sent back to sender. Let them be back to their sender. Okay? Let them deal with their own deceptions. And sit with them. Let it haunt them. Heart space, please, for number 3. The heart space in number 3. We got the 4 of Pentacles in the reverse. So you might be feeling a little bit selfish. You might be feeling a little stingy. You might be feeling like you owe somebody something. You know, you might be feeling like guilty, or you might be feeling in an essence that you might not have been as compassionate as you should have been with certain person. Could be the situation. What you're walking away from? What are you walking away from? For number 3, what are they walking away from? Queen of Cups in reverse. So somebody very emotionally debilitating and maybe emotionally manipulative. Okay, maybe they're, yeah, I'm smelling a narcissist. I'm smelling a narcissist, number 3. What are you going into? What are you walking into? 8 of Wands in the reverse. Okay. Okay, well, things are going to slow down for you. Things might be hectic right now. You might be riddled with a bunch of lies and deception in your head. You don't know really what to think. You could be in this position of very bitter at this time. You might be brokenhearted. You might be feeling a little shattered. You might be wanting to feel a little bit selfish with space and your compassion because you've been dealing with a bunch of bullshit. That's the truth. You need to nurture you with the Queen of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Keep it here for now. Let's look into clarification. I'll shuffle these up a little bit. Number 3. Clarification with number 3. What's this? The Sun. Okay, so things are going to be revealed to you. Things are going to be getting better for you. So hold space for that. Number 3. All right. Hold space for that. We got the 6 of Shells. You could be thinking and remunerating and being nostalgic about the past. You might be sitting here thinking about the good time, despite all the lies and the deception and the bitterness. Can I get clarification on the Knight of Swords, please, for the situation? Thank you. We got the Strength and we got the Empress. So you're very much standing in your Empress energy. You're very abundant. You're finding your courage to step forward. You're finding out that you have more endurance than you thought you did. What's crossing you? The 10 of Pentacles. So, yeah, you've been dealing with a lot of brokenheartedness. The less of a blessing. You haven't really been feeling well with yourself. There's no wish fulfillment where you're sitting right now. This is a challenge. And this is what you're dealing with right now at this particular situation. What's in your mind space with the King of Swords? Can I get clarification the Knight of Feathers. So action and focus. So something, you're needing to take action on some sort of deception. Okay, number 3. What's in your heart space? Can I get clarification on the Pentacles reversed? 4 of Pentacles reversed. We've got the King of Acorns. So this is you being optimistic, innovative, standing business, standing on your intention, standing with your intuition and not second guessing yourself, moving forward with your heart space, being compassionate, being passionate, moving forward with intention. I think this is a lot about setting an example on how to be compassionate rather than be vindictive or bitter or brokenhearted, and not allowing it to paint a ill picture. You might be feeling a little bit selfish or that you owe somebody something, but you need to stand on what you've done because you've taken certain actions. These actions are going to be fruitful for you. You're standing on business, I think, and you're not allowing other people to manipulate you. I think that's what the deal is. What you walking away from? What are you walking away from? What's in the past that you're walking away from? The 7 of Acorns on the bottom of the deck, so you could be feeling a little bit defenseless. You could be feeling disempowered to move forward. What are you walking away from? The clarification to the Queen of Cups reversed. Clarification to the Queen of Cups reversed, please. Thank you. We've got the Ace of Shells. So this is about filling your own cup. Okay, going from Cups to the Ace of Cups. Now this could be a new love offer. You could be kind of alchemizing the pain, the bitterness, filling your own cup. Be you trying to step into the frequency of love again. This could be you trying to manifest a new love in your life. Because the current one or the one that's making you bitter it's not showing up anymore. It's not giving you what you need. It's actually creating a deceptive. And again, I'm smelling a narcissist, so there could be something going on with that. What are you walking into with the 8 of Wands? Can I get clarification on the 8 of Wands reversed? The Hermit reversed. Okay, so you're coming out of an isolation period from the bitterness. You're loving on yourself. You are filling your own cup. You're taking action. You're focused. And you're optimistic about the future. You're optimistic. You're innovative. You're standing on business. And I gotta hit the washroom again. I'm gonna blow the schnoz again. Hang on a sec. Hard. Allergies suck. I'm gonna open the window because it might help. It could just be from the smoke, from the cigarettes. All right, everybody. We are back. Yeah, I think it might be the smoke. A little bit of the smoke. Because I didn't have my window open. Now I have my window open. Might be a little different. Alright. So, let's clarify. Let's re-go this. So, you're having to speak up. You're having to speak your mind, I think, with this Knight of Swords. You're having to take some fast action. You're waiting particular information coming in. Maybe it's closure. Stop waiting. Stop waiting for this closure because you're not going to get it. Specifically if you're being to and you're being deceived. Somebody thinks you owe them something. Or they want you to feel guilty. and they want you to be bitter. You're coming out of this bitterness, and things are going to slow down for you. It's either that or somebody's wanting things to slow down for you. However, you're coming out of a dark time. You're coming out of a dark the soul. You're coming out of a time of isolation. You're loving on yourself. You are filling your own cup. You're taking action. You're standing on business, on your intention. You're focused. You are encouraged to step into yourness. You are an empress energy. You're very much abundant. You're attracting what is meant for you to you. And despite the chaos and the ill wish fulfillment, like the Ten of kind of energy that's crossing you or that's challenging you, yeah, like a lot of very chaotic energy. All right, and a lot of deception, a lot of gaslighting. There's definitely some sort of bitterness regarding a Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio individual, a feminine, doesn't have to be. They could just be a masculine in their feminine, either way. But on yourself, and you're filling your own cup, which that's what you should be doing. Okay, that's what we're clarifying here. All right, let's look into your attitude and mission. All right, Spirit, what's going on for number 3 for the attitude and relation to the situation that we're dealing with today? What is the attitude and relation? The High Priestess in reverse. Attitude and relation. So there's something that you don't see coming. It's either somebody's trying to gaslight you out of seeing, or they're trying to thwart you out of your inner vision, or out of your power. They're trying to disenfranchise you, pull you out of your high frequency. They don't want living on yourself. They don't want you to see the bullshit that they're doing behind closed doors, is what it's saying. 2 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So I'm not too sure the situation is. I kind of get a feeling that there's a Queen of Cups in the mix, and somebody's being deceived. Somebody's being lied to. There's something going on here. And I get this feeling like there's somebody envious about a particular a union, soulmate union, quite possibly. They could be thwarting a soulmate union. I don't know. Let's look into it. What's the influence? What is the influence? I'm also getting with this High Priestess in reverse, somebody doesn't want you seeing what's going on behind your back. This could be a dark High Priestess doing shit. We got the Hierophant here. This could be about a commitment. What's the influence? Spirit, get to know what the influence is, please. At some point today would be good. Thank you. Judgment. And it's on its side. So, as you don't really see what the situation is fully, you don't really get the truth. And I'm really kind of picking up on the Lightseer's case, and it's the fact that it's upside down. Somebody's being deceived. Somebody's a fucking liar. And because of this lie, they're just not telling the truth. Because they don't want to be held accountable for what they've done. Okay? It's hard for you to make a judgment call on this because they've left you hanging. There's no closure. Okay? That's the kind of feeling with the influence. But I'm going to put the judgment card in the reverse because somebody's being misjudged. You're being misjudged for your capabilities, I think, is what it is. Somebody doesn't want to be held accountable. That's what I feel. What's your hopes and fears? What's your hopes and fears for... Okay, the Queen of Swords. The ability to nurture the truth. Yeah, because you haven't found the closure yet. You could very well be waiting for the closure. And with the Knight of Swords here in your situation and the Page of Swords as you're crossing your challenge, You're waiting on information to find closure. And there's no closure. You're wanting to nurture the truth, whatever that truth might be, but some not making the judgment call to bring that truth forward, and they'd rather you not see it at all. The audacity. What's the outcome? The Page of Wands. The inability to move forward, the inability to use your intuition, the inability to step forward with passion, the inability to have the intention to move forward. However, I think you're still moving forward. I think you're stubborn as fuck, and as you should be, because of what you've been dealing with, number 3. Yeah, I'm really thinking that you need to really focus on you. Continue filling your cup, okay? Continue finding your own happiness and your own abundance, because you're in this energy. You are putting your warrior boots on, despite this bullshit, so-called illusionistic 10 of cups that went to shit, okay? Despite it all. 6 of Pentacles. Like, this was not reciprocal. There was no balance in this particular situation. Okay? With the 6 of Pentacles in reverse, there's no balance here. They tried to deplete you, is what the situation is. Okay? I'm going to get a vibe check on this whole reading. Can I get a vibe on this reading, please? Yeah, psychopath in the reverse. You were dealing with a psychopath. You probably cut off a fucking psychopath. Okay? Get a vibe check on this whole fucking conglomerate of a reading so far. Pretty please, Spirit. What's the situation? Yeah. They wanted you burnt out, they wanted you burdened, and they wanted you feeling empty and exhausted. But that's not the fucking case. Because you're winning. You're stepping your higher timeline. Leaving this bullshit behind. As you should. Can I get anything else? You could very well be creating. Okay? They've been very disrespectful. Enough is that you're defending yourself. You're not fucking with this energy anymore. You're done with it. Can I get a couple more vibe cards for this whole fucking conglomerate chaos? Pretty please. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, you cut ties. You're gaining freedom. You're standing up. You're awakening to the bullshit. Congratulations. You're in the moment. You're today. Good vibes. Now. In the moment. Fucking awesome. Keep going. Keep standing up for it. You're no longer in these continuous cycles, making bad decisions, or have particular addictions that are taking hold of your life. Right? Kind of backing out of this. You're healing. You're getting over this bullshit. Once and for all. You're no longer exhausted. You're no longer burnt out. You're no longer having to deal with this bullshit anymore because you've cut it the fuck off. Congratulations. I'm happy for you. Okay? Beautiful energy. See, despite all the chaos, you're still winning. And that's the thing. Okay? Alright, so let's look into the clarification of the attitude and relation of the High Priestess, Rose, please. The 7 of Acorns. Yeah, they want you to be defenseless. They want you to be... They don't want you to coming... they want you to feel defenseless. They want you to feel basically helpless. And that's why they're doing this. That's why they're not giving you the closure that you need. Okay? This is how they're trying to make you look delusional, by not telling you the truth. The Traveler. Yeah, they don't want you moving forward, questioning every step forward. They want you overthinking. They want you using your intuition. They want you stuck. It's bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. And this is, if you're not getting your closure, that is the closure. Okay? That is the closure. If they choose to not speak up, if they choose not to use their fucking words, like, guess what? They're nothing to you. Imbecile. They don't deserve your energy. They don't deserve to be around you. They don't deserve to have any access to you. So cut the motherfuckers off and get on with your life. That is your closure. Living your best life and letting them watch. Because that's the best revenge. Living your best life, despite their chaos that they're throwing at you, you're living your best life and you're moving on. And you're finding better than that they could ever offer you. Can I get a clarification on the judgment card for the influence? Yeah, Ace of Crystals. They misjudged your ability to manifest. They misjudged your ability to find prosperity. They thought you were a fucking succubus. They thought you were just a delinquent. They thought that you were just tagging along for the ride. No. You wanted to build a fucking legacy, and the divine is providing for you. The divine is making something happen for you. Okay? They're going to find out that that you didn't need them to begin with. It was then that they needed you to manifest their best life. Because I'm coming back to the situation that when you came into life, that's when they started winning. As soon as you left, it was literally a tower when you left. Because all of that abundance, all of that Empress energy, all of that beautiful strength, and all of that beautiful courage went with you. And then everything fell apart. And that's what they don't get. They don't get why everything fell apart when you left. They should have had better intentions for you. They shouldn't have left you for dead. They shouldn't have left you in the shambles that they left you in, with the Ten of Cups in the reverse, and your challenge. Can I get a clarification on the Queen of Swords, please? The Five of Crystals. They left you out in the fucking cold. They left you with pretty well nothing. And you come back leading the period of the fucking wolves, and you come back with a whole fucking tribe. Like, get out of here. What is the influence to the Page of Wands? What's the clarification of the Page of Wands in reverse for the outcome? Two of Crystals. Yeah. So Page of Wands in reverse to the two of Pentacles. Okay, you're getting a new collaboration, your stability, you're balancing things out, you're juggling things just fine. Everything is coming into balance. And the thing is that you're speaking your truth, you're finding a new foundation. Despite the fact that you feel left out, the fact that you were left for dead, you built a whole new foundation on a rock solid foundation rather than quicksand. Okay? So they can't do shit. They can't crumble shit because it's not working. Okay? It's not working. They wanted you to feel worthless. And what do? You loved on yourself. You filled your own cup and you loved yourself. You found your own self-worth. You don't need validation anymore. You know? So, it is what it is. Wow, what an idiot. Anyway. Stupid children. Stupid people and their fucking children, man. Anyway. Let's look into this a little bit further with a clarification of the reading, number 3. Let's get it. Knight of Swords, the Empress, and the Strength card. Can I get clarification on that? For the situation. The Five of Pentacles, and Queen of Cups. So the whole idea was to leave you out in the cold and make you bitter, so that way you're some sort of unhinged motherfucker. That's what the whole idea was. Okay? That you would speak out on something, and that you would basically sabotage your Empress energy and your strength. That you wouldn't be empowered. You would turn into this bitter-ass fuck that was emotionally manipulative and left in the cold for the rest of your life. This is what they wanted. Okay? This is what they wanted. Your situation. Make it make sense, please. Because this is bullshit. Alright, what's crossing you? Shells and the Page of Swords. Can I get clarification on that? For number 3. Yep, Page of Wands. So Page of Swords to Page of Wands to the Ten of Shells. So you're waiting on information. You had no other choice but to use your intuition.